Bam! Cheers, everybody. What is up, y'all? We're setting a little like tone here with the shading. What do you guys think of the lighting? Back from Joshua Tree, y'all. So we're going to be getting into a workout this stream. And I'm going to be doing actually some extra time. We're probably going to go anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours on this one. Christian's going to be joining me here in a little bit. So that's why I got the clip-on mic. We're going to be breaking down, again, the top picks of the week for some sponsored products that fit into a healthy lifestyle. Go into some details on where I see them fitting. I'll also describe, since I was traveling this week, a lot of how these products can fit into a traveling lifestyle. And again, any questions you guys have going throughout it, I'm glad to answer them. I just want to hang out with you guys. I just want to see what's up. Haven't streamed all week. How about now? Can you hear me now? There we go. All right, I'm going to check the other mic. Thanks for the heads up. I was like ranting the whole time. And then? Yeah, I got you now. Yeah, from, dude, where's my car? I drive through. You, bro, don't try and come at me with like stuff. All right, I'm going to try and go back to my actual Bluetooth headset to see what happens. Check, checkity check. There we go. All right, so that should be good too. I don't know what happened. Let's check just to make sure. Yeah, there we go. Probably because I don't know, somehow disconnected it, whatever. Computer Pal, what's going on, by the way, dude? Feel free to drop your link for anyone that's not already following you. If you guys aren't already following Computer Pal, go check them out. Speaking of Computer Pal, kind of technology stuff, I actually was just talking about the clutch dynamic. And here's the crazy thing, dude. When I was on the flight, I realized I forgot my smartwatch. So I didn't even technically need the smartwatch charging feature of this. This is also great just to charge your iPhone. But the cool thing is you can charge your iPhone and your smartwatch all in one. And I was kind of bummed because we did a lot of hiking this trip. We did a lot of activities and just checking out Joshua Tree. Shout out to my homies, Ryan and Luke at the Castle House Estate. We had a really exciting time. You're also going to be seeing them on Amazon here. I didn't even realize they had their own Amazon account. So let me see if I can find them because we were still getting it set up.
These are some long shorts.
I like my shorts to be. See, I don't like short. I like their short shorts because like I'm doing like leg day. But when I'm like working out like upper body, I like those kind of shorts. You know what I mean? Or if I'm doing Muay Thai. Dude, so I meant to tell you. So guys, fun thing. So in our coaches group chat, where they sent a video of a world record of like breaking 65 bats with leg kicks in a minute. And I was like, dude, I could totally break that record. So I'm trying to do, I think we're going to try and do 100 bats broken in a minute. Like just like kicking, like going after it. I think it's a very doable record to break. Like to go down in the Guinness Book of World Records, that to me is just very appealing.
Yeah, you can do it.
What do you mean if? Don't you if me? Nah, yeah, but that's even what Ashley, because like also, dude, and you know this, wooden bats are expensive.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. If we break 100 of them, that's like going to be like a potentially $10,000 like venture. So I'm like, first I'm going to get like one or two and just, you know, crack them up and see like how that feels. And also I got to check with the world record if there's a certain type of bat you need. Like, is it like a 27?
Like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I watch those videos when I watch them, I'm always like, can I do that? I mean, I guess
100%.
if another man can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Bro, I'll kick straight up trees. Not even I will. I mean, I've done that, and it's really not that bad. I mean, it's obviously not like the thing I would do first thing in the morning for fun,
yeah.
but I think it's very doable. Yeah, exactly. So hold on, let's throw in our other camera. What's up, homie?
Hold on.
So we're gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes because I'm gonna do like a long stream. Oh, when is Christian getting a mic? That's a good question, Rising Sun. So it's, hold on, let's zoom, boom. Well, it's not like we have mics, it's just being able to have it set up where like the mic he's gonna have is also going to be something we could, let me like re-angle this a little bit. Pull this up here, bink, boom, look at that, nice and beautiful. We want to get that camera. I need to like shift you over here. Yeah, that's what we want. That's the angle we want right there. All right, we're going to tweak it over. Yeah, that's true. We actually, I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you since I have the clip-on mic versus the, he's always the muffled guy along the way. Wow, that's a good point, Rising Sun. No muffled intended. So maybe what I'll do is for now, as we're going through some of the products before we get warmed up, right? Just like, I'm going to put on the other microphone. Let's see if this sounds better. The big boom mic. We'll put that one on. How's that sound? Right, Christian, give him some audio.
What's going on, Rising Sun?
Ooh, there it is. Did you miss us, guys? Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you got me.
Muffled guy along the way. At least I'm along the way.
That's it. You're along for the ride. Christian, I'm here for you, man. Rising Sun's got your back.
Thanks, Rising Sun.
That's like, I see you, Rising Sun. Better. All right, nice. All right, so so we're going to be getting into, again, we're going to be using the Flybird bench. We're going to be using the weighted dumbbells because we're doing shoulders and arms. We're going to be using the barbell. Let's turn on the anchor, the sound core too. This is my jam. Yo, I'm going to play some weird music for you. So, I don't know. I don't think it's weird music, but you might think it's weird based on what my normal playlist is. But again, shout out to my homies Luke and Ryan. Like, so Luke,
is this some music you just heard from them?
Yeah, so like Luke just like dropping some of that, like just stuff I don't normally listen to, but I like it. Yeah. But it's like just the lyrics, like, man, I love these dudes. They're so fun, but they're just like, they're hilarious.
that car has made me tired. So you know when you like take a long car ride and it just makes you tired, like you're just
For sure, man.
makes you tired.
I've been feeling that a lot since. So I haven't like slept since 2 days ago. Like since like Wednesday. Because today's Friday, right? Yeah. I took a nap, like a 2-hour nap before, so I guess I did. Ooh, I have my adjustable weights. Nice, Rising Sun. So we're gonna get that working. But I haven't like actually slept a full night since Wednesday. Because I left Thursday, had a red eye, maybe like caught a 20-minute nap, and then had a layover. I went from Palm Springs to San Francisco to Newark to Asheville. So like, I don't know, man. Like I was just like trying to like try and sleep, and like the awkward.
Did Woody have the same flight?
No, he left. I purposely stayed later so I could have more time with them and talk business and just hang out and all that. Woody, which I do this every time, guys. I always say I'm not going to take a red eye, and then every time I take a red eye,
what is this?
A red eye means at night, overnight. Like you're leaving at like my flight started at 7.
Yeah.
And my next flight was at 9:30.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get into Newark until like 6 in the morning.
Where's that? New Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Okay.
So I was flying all night. So we were flying from 9 p.m. to like 6 in the morning.
Did you not sleep on the plane?
No, like I just like I tried to. Maybe I caught like 15, 20 minutes here and there.
I haven't rode on the plane a lot, but when I do, it's kind of hard for me to sleep sometimes.
Especially like
I'm just in my mind.
Yeah, like I tried to find different positions to sleep in. And this is where like, again, some Amazon products. I should have hit up some sponsors to get me some cool stuff prior to like basically help me with sleep. But anyways, this was so Luke is getting his DJ equipment going again. And he's like getting me into some music. And this was one of the things we were rocking out to getting to the airport. You guys have to give me something to do with barbells when you have other equipment. To give me something to do. So we got a barbell. We're going to use the barbell actually for this workout. And pretty much the workouts that you can do with the equipment we use, and I've done workouts with barbells before. So we'll get
barbells? If you look at dumbbells.
Both.
You think so?
Yeah, or I don't know. You tell us, is that barbells or dumbbells, Rising Sun?
Does he mean barbells?
Doesn't know. All right, so yeah, we'll actually highlight the barbell then. And we'll get into it.
Go ahead and let me watch you.
Even just the lyrics are like very like but like I'm gonna start rocking out to this while we're sparring. I know it's gonna sound really awkward, but like don't listen to the lyrics, listen to the beat. I want our movement. Think about the pace of the beat, the high beats per minute. That's how I think about music when I'm listening it for training. Sorry, dumbbells. I knew it sounded wrong. No worries. So yeah, we'll go into that too. The beats per minute is the pace we get to watch. So think about your head movement with this song. If you're moving your head like that and you're being evasive, it takes a lot of energy at first, but once you get conditioned to it, it's ingrained in you.
Yeah, today I did the all levels class. It was good.
How was it?
It was good. But this was pointing something out to me, and we were doing the combos, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch kick, and he was like, and he recorded it, and he was like, look, and like the whole time my head is just,
yeah, dude,
it's not even moving at all.
So that's
and then I went to go try to move it, and it was like, then I couldn't do the combo.
Like,
yeah, it was like, it was just messing me up.
And that's why we gotta like work it early as possible.
That's why I was sitting, and then in my head I was like, when I see Mike, I'm gonna tell him I need to do head movement drills.
Right, so let's highlight the dumbbells too, and we're gonna work on some head movement drills that next week. Also, every week we're gonna be doing pad work and like working a lot of fun stuff. All right, so guys, we're gonna get right into the workout. So we've about 15 minutes in. Let's get it rocking. I'll highlight the dumbbells. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna just switch up the cameras real quick.
I got rudely heel hooked the other day too.
Rudely heel hook? What is a rude heel hook?
Like, you know, sometimes you go with some people that you get tapped.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But also, it's on the other person. First off, no one should be heel hooking you. That's one.
Yeah.
You're not blue belt, so you shouldn't be getting heel hooked. From my understanding of the rules of the gym.
I didn't know if it was, I know I can't heel hook, but that would only make sense that you can only get heel hooked.
Yeah, because here's the thing. That's exactly what we want to avoid is someone not knowing where the like threshold is.
tap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against you. You just don't sometimes know. You haven't had enough experience to know. Like, dude, the only people I don't tap right away with is like Devin or someone that I know will not snap me. And like actually everyone. But I've been doing it long enough. Even though I don't have the best leg locks, I have enough awareness now thanks to our gym that I know like you can boot your foot, have the right distance, like do certain things to just kind of help protect you and buy time.
He was like, oh. And then I woke up today and it was like, hurting up here. It was weird.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's because a heel hook will attack not only your ankle but your knee.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful.
I woke up like limping a little bit.
You're like, all right, so we're gonna get our jumpy rope on. All right, so first, let's see, what do I got in here? We're gonna highlight our Soundcore products while we're rocking out here, guys. Get my playlist on. We're gonna do back to this Mirumba song. Bro, I'm just vibing out hardcore, man. But yeah, I got lots to share with you guys. We got a new place we're gonna do fitness retreats at. It was actually cool. I didn't realize like how popular. Like I knew how popular this place was because of them, but I didn't realize like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were there and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's like super cool.
While you were there?
No, not while we were there, but like right before we went there, I was like, oh, that's cool that like they just like roll up. You know what I mean? Like they don't even like announce anything. They're just there. I respect that with like certain celebs that are just like trying. Dude, so hot. I love you, Mila. And Ashton, I love you too, but like not like that.
Oh, he's cool, man.
Yeah, he seems super cool. He's got a new movie out.
I always say like when someone does something crazy, you know, like what's that? You used to prank people.
Yeah. Right. All right, so you get to be the star of the show, jumping the rope. All right, so did you guys wrestle and play football? I did not wrestle in high school. I did play football one year, and then I also I wrestled in college one year, which is kind of backwards. Yeah. Let me start it. I'm not trying to do extra here. Wow, Christian.
What?
Not trying to do that extra work? No, I'm just kidding. What I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to shadow box with the bands.
I didn't do either.
Didn't do either what? Yeah, but you played baseball, right?
He said football or wrestling.
Yeah, just football or wrestling. Why, Rising Sun? What makes you ask? Also, I got to tell all the stories this weekend. You know how much I love telling stories, Christian. And like Woody was with us with Carmen, and like so I might be going to Paris next month, and Italy, Venice, Italy for a. Castle in Italy in Venice. It was like, oh my bad. It's like, yeah, dude, we're gonna go out there and just rave and like party super hard. Even though Woody's like not, yeah, he's sober, but he doesn't party like that. But just for funsies. Yeah, 100%. Isn't that where that camp is that Johnny Depp goes to? Wondering where MMA comes from. For like when you say MMA, where does it come from? You mean like in our lives or like in general? Because it comes from like way before Roman times, even like Greece. Like I feel like it's always been in history just for combats, even like ancient times. Let's see, what other kind of questions we got, Rising? These are good questions, Rising Sun. Yeah, give us some clarity. I'll help kind of answer that if I can. But yeah, I was like, I want to bring the kids and Ashley. I don't want to just like go to Europe without her. But I'm also not trying to bring my kids to a rave. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Depp went to Vintage Campground at Joshua Tree. So it's not Vintage Campground. It's called the Castle House Estate. Go check them out, guys. So we're going to be doing exclusive like fitness retreats, their workshops. They're, in my opinion, I'm obviously biased because they're friends of mine and they also like, we have a business relationship. But to me, it's the best place to stay in Joshua Tree. It's like a glamping style, but they also, now they have houses. And we actually just set up, we added our bands to their gym. And now we're going to do like concierge fitness, which is a fancy way of saying like when you book your stay, you're going to get an initial consult with me as part of it. And then we'll be able to go over, hey, do you want private virtual training? Do you want group classes? Do you want like meal prep? Do you want coaching, consulting? It's going to be pretty sweet. Wow. Thinking about even like going out there for some investment stuff too, because they're buying up more property. They have like 15 acres right now. So I'm like, kind of want to throw some money at it. I was wondering how you got into MMA. Oh, I gotcha. All right, so I'll tell my story first, then we'll have Christian take the mic and share his. So for me, the way I got into it, I was actually telling someone this earlier today. I might have mentioned it before. But the way I got into it was I was watching. So I did Taekwondo as a kid because I had anger problems. So my parents were like, hey, we should probably put you into like something where you can hit something and help vent some of that energy and anger, which was definitely a good move. And then I got my black belt in Taekwondo when I was like 12. Then I stopped. I was actually, I don't know if I ever told you this, like I competed in like junior Olympics and stuff and like I was like competitive in Taekwondo as a kid. Even as a fat, chubby kid, bro. Like as a fat, chubby kid, imagine me just like wrecking big dudes. I was big too. The cool thing about Taekwondo is like you can kind of be like when you're big, you can be a little bit slower and not super conditioned and just, I don't want to misrepresent it, but it's a little different. Anyways, so I stopped doing Taekwondo around 12, got super into baseball, thought I was going to be a pro baseball player. Realized that was not going to happen in high school. I was like, all right, there's way better people. And like, I kept trying to work hard. I was going to try and walk on to the school I went to. It was a D1 school. But I was like, dude, my academics are going to suffer. There's too many things that I don't think align. So I got kind of depressed, actually. I was like not doing good in school. My grandparents are like my parents had just passed away. So I started looking for an outlet. And The Ultimate Fighter, this is when Stephan Bonnar and Forrest Griffin started fighting. So
they're the ones that made it. Yeah,
so I saw that fight. Here, take this. And then I'm going to take the other yellow one that should be in this thing. You had a what?
Too hot.
Too hot? Yeah. It's because it's, yeah, dude.
You're like, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I watched The Ultimate Fighter, Stephan Bonnar versus Forrest Griffin for The Ultimate Fighter finale. And I was with my girlfriend. I was like, so now we'll just do half circles. So I was like, I'm going to do that. That's what I want to do. I realized that's what I want to do. She goes, you can't do. She basically doubted me. I was like, watch this. Yeah, exactly. So even when you,
a little thicker than this one?
a little bit, you can swap. So just go to that red. Get that good ready poo. So anyway, so I was like, all right, challenge accepted. I found a jiu-jitsu club off campus. Started doing jiu-jitsu. That's how I met my first MMA coach, Eric Uresk. He's the one that invited me to like that leadership stuff that I constantly talk about. He's my mindset coach. That's how I met Mikey Triangles, the dude that was sparring with us when Johnny had that business conference. Do you remember that dude that was like
Hands down.
not a part of the gym?
He had his hands down.
Yeah, and he would be like, oh, like,
Yeah, I got sparring from him.
yeah. I never sparred with him. That was just crazy. Like he was my jiu-jitsu coach, but he's actually been striking longer than he's been doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So that's why he does that, because he feels confident enough.
He's a counter.
Yeah.
He's a counter.
Yeah. And he'll like throw like crazy, more traditional strikes up at you, like more Taekwondo and time. So now we're going to go with these half circles. I'm sorry, not half circles, like, yeah.
He got me with a good one.
Yeah, listen, he's no, like he trains a lot of UFC guys. He trained Alan Belcher, like he was his jiu-jitsu coach. When I say he worked for Belcher and ran his gym. Help my left rotator, can't do that, keeps popping. So I would say, maybe talk to your doctor about that. And if you're doing it with the bands, that's the cool part, is you can pull some tension out of the bands and help go. So you don't have to go all the way over here. Just go through the range of motion that you can, even if it's this. Even if it's this. Just like being able to go through what you can. And if you can't, then maybe just skip this one. Let's see what else we got. What's up, Monica? Are you going to squat or what? You just trying to see me drop it low? Trying to see me back them. What's like a slang for your butt? Buns? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something good. Oh, cheeks. You trying to see me drop them cheeks? I actually just did legs yesterday. You should go. You should have seen my Instagram. All right, so now we're gonna do chest pull aparts. Actually, we're not gonna do this because we're gonna do that during the workout. So now we're gonna get into the actual workout. This is where we'll integrate dumbbells and barbells, and also because we have only our single Flybird dumbbell, we're gonna be using that, but we also have our like slower adjustable dumbbells we'll get into. So let me pull up the workout. Today we're gonna be doing shoulders and arms, y'all. Yeah, get your hydration on. So you're like, I'm rushing. So anyways, long-windedly, I got into jiu-jitsu first. Then I moved to Vegas, started training out there. Then by the time I came back from Vegas, I had my first MMA fight. And that's how I got into MMA. It was originally my girlfriend at the time. Just told me that she didn't think I could do it. And I just had a passion for it. I always wanted to be a pro athlete. And I thought this was going to be my opportunity, which I was right. That was the way I was able to become a pro athlete, was through fighting, which I'm retired now, but truly enjoyed it and still do. Like, I still have a passion for, obviously, martial arts, and I still coach it and work with it and work in that realm. All right, so now we're going to be getting our shoulder work in. So I'm going to be highlighting, I'm going to have Christian use, I think, the dumbbell. Actually, I'll maybe do the barbell, and I'll use the dumbbell. No, I haven't used the Flybird. So he's going to demonstrate the Flybird. Then we can also get our adjustable dumbbells over here. We got a different set. Actually, forget that one. I don't even want to deal with all that. So, Christian, you're going to use the Flybird. I'm going to use the barbell and the bands. Sound good? Or do you want to do the opposite? Midnight Rider. So what you're going to do is you're going to do dumbbell press. So let's start first around 22, then we'll go up to 33. So we're going to do a military press out wide. Actually, if you want it in tight, and then we're going to go into a front raise. Boom, exactly. You're going to get 12 of those bad boys. And then I got the barbell. Just get a little bit of everything.
I wonder what position you played in baseball.
Oh, good question. So I played, I was a pitcher, catcher, third, and first base. So anything that was like, I don't have to run a whole bunch, and I have a good arm, had a good arm. Oh, yeah, wow, that band. Get out of here, Siri. Hold on, we got to adjust this. My shirt's getting all tangled. We got to tuck this in. Getting all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the mic on over to you, Christian. I want to hear about how you got into MMA. But finish that set first. All right, we're going to swap this out. Some bands are no joke, y'all. 60 pounds with the bands, and then the bars, 35, so that's 95. I'm like, dang. Shoulders are feeling it. Right here, take the mic, put that on, tell them what's up, and then you're going to go to a front raise. So you're going to go. Okay.
Ooh.
That's what she said.
I clicked this button. Is that?
Don't click that button. Let's check to see if our mic's still good.
Is the
Might turn it off, might not.
check 1 2? Check 1 2.
Check the audio quality.
Hello.
Give me a check. Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
What's up, Mike? Oh, what's up? Yeah, Pete, what's up, homie? I see you, dude. I see you crushing it, bro. Good job with the food adjustments, by the way, dude.
I got into MMA because I used to weigh about 300 pounds. I was 290, 300, somewhere around that area. And I was constantly losing weight, and I was just doing it by myself, and it became very hard. So, you know, I was thinking of ways to get better discipline and find a community of people who care about fitness. And so I started. I had a friend, Christian Williams. He was posting a lot
Christian?
about doing.
So you knew Christian outside the gym?
Yeah, I knew him in. We went to high school and middle school together, or high school together. Yeah, he was a grade below me. So I saw him posting a lot, and I also did karate when I was a kid. So I was like, I'm gonna go try that again. So that's how. I didn't think I was gonna get into MMA though. You know, I just wanted to stay in shape, and then the more weight I lost, the more I kind of wanted to get into MMA, and so that's what got me into MMA.
Champion! Let's see what Rising Sun got for us, too. So, my son was so big, not tall, he had to play tackle at 10. We have 8th to 10th graders at 10 years old. My son wrestled football karate.
How tall? What?
Whoa.
At 10 years old?
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
How
Dude.
big is he?
I think just heavy is what I'm saying, like his weight.
Oh. I feel like you gotta be tall, decently tall too.
I would imagine. All right, we got 1 minute.
Yeah, I didn't wrestle. I played football as a kid, and I did karate for a little bit. It was pretty.
Is it?
It was alright. And I actually competed. I competed a little bit too as a kid.
Booyah. So how old's your son now, Rising Sun? What was your favorite part about competing?
I don't really remember it as much, but
Yeah. It's always a good feeling.
I remember we went all the way. I was in Charlotte. We went all the way to Florida
That's cool.
for a competition.
Being able to travel is fun.
And I remember like walking in there. It's a huge place, a bunch of people, and I got second place. I learned a lot of people. And that was always, it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He was 150 at 10. Whoa. That's pretty. I get why they bumped him up. All right.
Good boy.
Yeah. Good for him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He was 150 and 10 years old and short. How old is he now? And also, guys, check out. We got 40% off promo codes, by the way. You can claim that 40% off. Pow! All right, ready? So now, check. Hold on, bands. Time for round number 2. Go back to those dumbbells. I highlighted the bands. Guys, if you haven't checked out the bands yet, go check out the bands. Unless you guys don't want to have a convenient way to train that works for everyone, that's cool, and you like to spend more money than you need to. That's totally fine. Totally fine. So, yeah. Coaches wanted him bigger in high school. He will be 26. Yeah, of course, coaches are going to want you to get maximal size, you know?
High school coaches like to live to themselves.
Yeah.
Like he lived right through the kids.
Yep. Now I get them front raisies. Flower. I need it. Oh yeah. Also, check to see if you guys got lightning deals on those dumbbells, y'all. I believe they do. Or I'm sorry, inland coupon. All right, we got 2 rounds down on those bad boys. Ain't too much. Kept telling him you will never be able to dedicate this much time to exercise again. I mean, not necessarily, yeah, like not necessarily. Like, in college, you can spend a lot, but even like it depends on, again, your priorities, right? Like, and I know what you mean though, because when you're a kid, you're not necessarily working, so you might have some more. Oh, what's up, It? I see you, the Tiger, up in the comments. What's up, dude? Shout out to the Tiger, my homie from the Henzo Gracie Brooklyn days, New York. What's up, Taekwondo? Got my pro champ up in there. What's up, and drop anything you want in the comments. Got anything you want to plug? What's up, Dixie? Good evening. Getting a workout in here. So for round number 3, I'm going to use the weighted bench for both of these positions, just to kind of highlight a little bit of back support. And this is definitely not a workout song, so we're going to switch it up. Oh, it's my jam, but it's also not a workout song. All right, so I started like 30 seconds before you, so I'm going to go, and then you're going to, like, by the time I'm done, you should be able to go. ¿Qué cosa?
The same way you're doing it?
No, I just want to demonstrate the weighted bench. Since it's one of our sponsors, we're going to just highlight it.
So you want me to stick with the fly bird?
Oh, yeah. Stick with the fly bird, though.
Oh, right, you sit down.
Yeah, I don't want you sitting down.
No sitting down?
Not on my watch. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you sit down.
Last time when I go, you want me to use the fly bird bench?
Not the bench, just the dumbbells. Can it just be I'm blessed? Yeah, why can't it just be we were blessed? Why does it gotta be luck? Ah. Oh, I missed a comment. What is that comment? Is that like a...
Dixie, hi, good evening.
Oh, we got the motion tracker on. No, under Anthony. Booyah, dude. That's what I like to hear. All right. And again, guys, we got the bands as well on the carousel. Even though I don't have them highlighted right now. Get them. Get them, Christian. So you're going to use the dumbbell. We'll highlight that back. Who's working out with us, by the way? Dude. I gotta get my buddy Luke and Ryan to be able to share. They have a very interesting video of a potential like UFO, or I don't know what they're called nowadays. There's a different acronym for them. But they also like are right next to a military base, so I don't think it's like an alien UFO. I think it's like a undisclosed military kind of equipment. You're killing this girl. Get it, Rising Sun. I see you. Love hearing that you're getting after it. Get it, get it, get it. All right, so after this, we're going to go lateral raise, rear delt flies. Then we'll go to the flat bench because the flat bench is a good option for this. Even though this is the adjustable bench, I'm going to highlight it because I have the flat bench at the gym. They shot down number 2 today. Number 2 what? Was there like a second like Chinese weather balloon or something? Is that what you're saying? What's number 2? You gotta keep me in the loop. Did you get front raises?
No.
Get them front raises.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's why I like doing like dumbbells to be able to, and that's the benefit, guys, to dumbbells and barbells, is being able to like have, even if he does them both at the same time, the ability to see which side is stronger and which side's weaker and not have it compensate. Because when you use a barbell, you can compensate with your stronger side. So to really be able to maximize each side is massive. What's it? It looked different. It was smaller. I wonder, is it like, but is it same thing though? Like same category? MP. I don't know what you heard, but you can't. Landed on frozen water in Alaska. Oh, interesting. Dude, I don't know. All this stuff kind of freaks me out a little bit. Let's rock out to our vibes. Get the next one. Now I'm going to do my... Ooh, it's a good one. So now we're going to do our rear flies, and that's what's cool about... Oh, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so you're doing that same thing. You're going to use the bench this time. So you're going to use the same thing on the bands. Yeah. So you're going to do lateral raises, then you're going to do rear delt flies. So you're going to go straight out to the side, but choke up a little bit on it. So you get that good grippy grip. And then I'm actually excited. I asked our sponsors to send out, yeah, straight out to the side. Scooch back a little bit. Good. Now choke up a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to keep this down. Now kick them out to the side. Yeah, attaboy. So we're going to have this time kettle earpiece sent out to Ryan and Luke because while they're out there at the Castle House, they have people from all over the world coming to check out the Castle House. So they had someone from China, from India, and from Germany just in the couple days we were there. And they're like, yeah, we don't speak English. So I imagine it's extremely challenging to run a hospitality business when you don't speak the language of those people. So something like this time kettle earbud can be a great tool to help translate, especially if you're traveling quite a bit. Or even just for like regular workouts like we have going on right now, being able to just communicate adds a better experience. And then you're going to lean forward now. You're going to basically just hinge forward. Good. Hinge as far forward as you can, and then just kick them out to the side. You're going to keep that kind of position, and then straight out to the side. Yes, there you go. A little bit. It's actually kind of the opposite. I think it's just your angle. And this is where even like kinesiology tape can be helpful. I want a time kettle. Yeah, I'm excited. I really want Ryan and Luke to get them sent out from our sponsors because it's so cool. Like the ability to travel, be able to speak another language, or like communicate in another language without even having to speak it is like amazing. Good. Nice, Christian. All right, we got round number 2 coming up. Let's get it. All right. So I'm going to actually kind of like do a little mixed superset. So I'm going to do the lateral raise, but then I'm going to be doing a different rear delt fly over here. All right. So what we're going to do too, and this is what's cool. You can do different variations of our lateral raise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bent arm one. So notice this. Oh yeah, have that 90-degree bend. Kicking it out, really isolating that delt. So tell me more about your week, Christian. Hold on, take the mic.
You want to hear about?
Talk to me about your training, your nutrition.
My
You
nutrition?
started posting online, I noticed.
Yeah, I post a little more.
What's your Instagram if people want to follow you?
Um,
If you want to give it out there. Maybe you put out your cell phone too, so everyone can call you.
never.
Smart.
That was pretty.
All right, so let's see. What does that say?
Hicksville Trailer Park in Joshua Tree. I don't know what that is. What is my Instagram? I think it's Christian Stover 97. Yeah, Christian Stover 97. Oh yeah, I've been eating a little bit more. A little better, cooking at home. Staying on it, veggies, steak.
What we're actually going to do. The next round, we're just not going to do this.
Swear.
Instead, that's what we're going to do.
Been hitting that jiu-jitsu more. Actually, the same amount. I think I went to a. Oh yeah, it's not as mentally taxing a little bit. little bit less mentally taxing.
So tell us more about what I kind of get that, but for those that maybe aren't.
So jiu-jitsu, they say it's the art of losing. You know, when you're first starting out, you lose. You know, so the goal is to just not lose as badly as you did the day before. And for someone like me, I really don't like losing. So it's kind of difficult losing a lot and then to still make myself show up. She said Hicksville Trailer Park at Joshua Tree, maybe Trailer Resort. That is where Johnny Depp stayed.
Ah, gotcha. That's what you're saying. Well, you should have went to the Castle House. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, next time we should go to the Castle House. Yeah, post a little more. Get it, Mike. Rising Sun asked Google that.
Google has all the answers.
It does. It's the age of the superhumans.
All right, so now you're gonna just actually, what we're gonna do for you? We're gonna leave this here.
All right.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna go standing with the orange.
Okay. Sideways.
Kicking them out here. What I want you to do is you're gonna
Choke
choke up,
up.
and you're gonna have that bend. So you're gonna have that
Okay.
90-degree bend from the hip, up, out, down, 2 seconds. Boom, now let's raise you the mic out. Ka-chow. All right, so what are the kind of questions you guys have? Let us know if you have any questions on the products, on anything that's kind of going on in the chat. I'm just going to cycle through all the products. I talked about the Ando Bill, talked about the phone case, which I have right now, but now I'll also highlight the car mount with the magnet in it as well. And then you were asking about MMA. So let's talk about these Libra Lupus gloves. I was able to do some drilling. And again, to me, the benefit of these gloves is the ability to drill with less padding in the way. So if you're trying to grapple and also have some striking simulated experiences, big boxing gloves are great for protection, but they're going to negatively impede the realistic feel and look of your grappling. Because if you have big gloves, it's hard to throw on like certain submissions and transitions and like get certain underhooks and things like that. So even for like Muay Thai training, I'll see a lot of people train with this as well for clinch to be able to like protect their hands so they can still throw slight dirty boxing moves, but be able to have a little bit less padding in the way to get away with certain things, which can, like, you could argue pros and cons to that, but these are pretty nice so far. I've only used them a couple times, so I get to really, as I utilize them more, I get to really test the durability of them. We're also going to highlight the ab roller here in a little bit, but we'll get to that. So now you're going to take this, you're going to crisscross. You're going to grab right to left, left to right. You're going to bring them across your bodies. I would scooch in just a little bit. There you go. Nah, arm straight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Scooch in. We want the resistance at the back end. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. Shoulders down and back. You go as far as you can, but it's because we're already getting that tension. That's fine. Good. I think Hollywood will just showcase those gloves. Hollywood Will? I don't even know who Hollywood Will is, but that's a dope name. We're giving props on that. So we're going to go through some more of the Soundcore products. We've got the Motion Boom Plus. We got the Motion Boom, which I have right here. We've got our Motion Plus, and then we got our Soundcore 2. All, I think, have their value. And then Streamer. Yeah, I figured Streamer, but I've never seen them on, obviously they're streaming on Amazon, but I just haven't seen them is kind of my point. But I get to check out more of them. I think he used to do MMA. Ooh, that's an interesting name, Hollywood Will. I wonder if he's like getting into acting or maybe just like kind of like a personality. I'll highlight the Motion. Boom, we got right here. Get it, Christian. Get it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, so you're going to throw this mic on and hold it down in the meantime.
What are we going over? The MMA gloves?
No, we've got the, you don't even have to worry about talking, just talking.
All right. What's going on, guys? Oh. It is on me, Rising Sun. What's going on? You said you were working out with us, Rising Sun? Not gonna lie, my shoulders are killing. They're killing already, guys. They're killing already. It is on me. It is on me. What are you hitting, Rising Sun? Are you doing the same workout with us, or what are you doing? You're gonna hurt tomorrow. Make sure to recover, get some good sleep, drink some water, eat some food, roll your muscles out. Faith Jones. What's up, Faith? What's going on? With dumbbells and a band, so you're doing the shoulder workout with us? Awesome. Hey, no pain, no gain, right? No pain, no gain. All right, let me get back into this. Dumbbells and band. Are you using the lifestyle fitness bands, or you got your own bands, Rising Sun? One more.
All right, you leave it on.
Okay.
And then Faith Jones, thanks for the follow, by the way.
I shouted her out. I said thank you.
So, dude, this is where Lena breaks my heart a little bit. Not breaks my heart, but like, this is where kids warm my heart so much.
Yeah.
She's like, Dada, can you read me the story? I'm like, oh, dude, I want to, but I'm like working out right now. And I'm like, I'm torn sometimes. Do you mind if I borrow the mic? I'll talk.
I don't mind.
She's like, get this off me. I feel uncomfortable.
No, it's not too bad.
So I was just saying to Christian, and also I know Christian said this, but thanks again, Faith. I was like going to just say goodnight to the girls because I saw they were in bed and stuff. And Lena's like, Dada, will you read me a bedtime story? I'm like, oh, I want to so much. It warms my heart that she says that. But I also want her to know, like, hey, it's important for mommy and daddy to like take care of themselves, like physically and mentally. So this is like my workout time. Not that it's more important than you or there's anything wrong with you, but this is like something I get to do. And I think is important for daddy's like mental health. So anyway, so I'm just going to go through the products let me highlight the bands. Highlight the bandy bands as we're going through it. What do you guys think? My parents out there, Rising Sun, everybody else. What do you think about that? Because when I see a lot of parents, they use having kids, from my experience, as an excuse to like not take care of themselves. And maybe not excuse isn't the right word, but they like put themselves last. And really what you're doing, in my opinion, and from my experience as a professional, is you're actually giving them a false or a misleading example of how to set priorities, right? Because they're going to model you whether you want them to or not.
How they gonna take care of themselves?
Yeah. Right? Like there's a great Instagram post that says like your kids are going to figure you out one day. So if you say like, oh, you can be anything you want, it's like, well, how come you're not then? You know, we're like, oh, you need to take care of yourself. It's like, well, how come you're not? Why are you eating that? Why are you doing that? So being able to say, hey, you got to prioritize your exercise. Like, well, Daddy, you're not. Like, no, Daddy always does. Not always, but there's been moments in my life where maybe I haven't. But I want to,
This one got it.
yeah, that's what will get you. Yep.
Rising Sun asked if they got that on schedule.
That's what we're constantly working on, honestly. And that's why, like, right now we're reiterating that. So for the most part, yeah, but sometimes it's a struggle because they'll fight it transparently. they'll be like, oh, we want to have a snack, or we want this, or want that, and they try and prolong it. They go to bed on. There are times we have to build our schedule around them. Yeah, I mean, for sure. But here's the thing. This is what I always like remind myself and me and Ashley talking about. I was like, we're the parents, right? So while, like, even like me and Ashley are talking about the girl where Lena's going to go to school next year because she's going to kindergarten. So we're like dictating potentially where we might get our next house based on where she'll go to school. She might get into a charter school, which would be free, and it's an amazing place. I think it's ICI is the acronym. And it's like kindergarten through 12th grade. So she would go, Tessa would get grandfathered into. Almost there. Keep them going. Yeah. So that's like where I could see kids will impact some of your decisions and aspects. You only have so much time with them. It goes fast. For sure. But here's the thing. If you don't take care of your health, you definitely won't have not only enough time, because you're probably going to suffer some chronic condition or disease, but you're also not going to be able to like physically keep up with them too. That's an important, like me and my kids are pretty like Christian, you'll see our kids, like they're very physically demanding and active. So being like, I will, yeah, exactly. Like, exactly. And then grandkids too. And I think that being, and it depends on what's important to everybody, right? And there's priorities to it as well. Sorry. So now we're going to go into, so we got like, and again, it's not me saying what I do is right or wrong. It's not about that. It's about what I've noticed like kind of works for us. So we're going to do DeFranco press and then the face pulls with the purple. So we're going to use the red for the DeFranco press. And then I'll highlight, I'm going to keep the bands on this one. And in case you guys have questions, let me know. We'll cycle to the other products. Shout out to all our sponsors that we have in the Carry Sale. So.
Oh, I signed up for that event.
Oh, me too. Nice.
We can ride down together.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do 185 at blue belt. So I'm going to work some blue belts, bro. Yeah. I feel kind of, I don't even feel bad because actually I might get beat. Like it's very possible. Like there's really good blue belts out there. But you
have to determine the weight before?
Yeah. Did you not like sign up for your weight?
It wasn't like, I just signed up on the thing. Like,
okay. I don't know. Oh, you mean on the paper? Yeah. You got to like register for the event is what I register for the event. Like you pay for it and stuff. Oh. So actually, yeah. So we're going to do one arm at a time. Actually, no. What we're going to do is I'm going to take that. You're going to do face pulls and then we're going to switch. So you're going to do the purple. You're going to pull that purple band into your face. You're going to straddle as far back as you can without it getting in your way. And we're going to highlight the massage gun. I'm going to put this over here. But yeah, I think you're right. You do only have so much time. Yeah, exactly. You can do 12 of those. And being able to remember, like, I enjoy time with my kids too, right? Like, I even told them, like, hey, Uncle Steven's coming. Like, my brother's coming tonight. He's, like, driving right now. So, like, me and Uncle Steven are going to read you bedtime stories this weekend. And that's why, like, it's supposed to snow this weekend too, so we'll see. But I'm kind of torn about, like, my brother's only going to be here. I'm, like, totally messing up the movement. I was thinking of an Arnold press. Yeah, that's why we don't even need that one. I messed you up. But anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu tomorrow, but like we might go check out a school. That's what Ashley was just telling me. So like, like it's that tear, man. But like, again, when you sign up for this competition, we made a commitment, right? I made a commitment and I already broke it this week by being in California. Even though I was training out there, I wasn't training at Rogue. So I want to make sure at least I go to class tomorrow, even though Lena's thing's at 10. So I think I'm going to message, like, we're in a group chat. So I'm going to just message and be like, yo, back to it on Monday. I don't know. We'll see. So upright row, rotate, press, come down. Woo. We'll go through some of the other products. Guys, again, check those Emlyn coupons. Way up. I'm going to highlight the other sound card. Which one didn't I get? Motion Plus. Now I'll do my face pulls. Can you scooch poo up just a little bit? Over that way. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hop over that flapper. Just jump straight over it. Nice. Good athletics, man. It's all right. So this is a good test of the durability of that motion boom. That's all that is. Let's actually highlight the motion boom. And we'll turn that sucker on in a second to see how it handled that drop. So what I'm going to do, Christian, is I'm going to text you in the morning to keep you posted. Not that, I don't know if you even care. Like, we're just going to go to jiu-jitsu no matter what. But I like to communicate. Yeah, because we have the 9:30 class. But that one I'm going to play by ear with my brother, depending on when he gets in tonight. Go check out Lena's school tomorrow. I might just have him come with me to jiu-jitsu.
Are you driving here from New York?
Yeah, he's with his girlfriend Anna.
How far was drive?
It's like 14 hours.
I like driving.
It's more expensive.
Fly?
Yeah. I even offered. I was like, "Hey man, like I'll pay for your flight," but I think he didn't want to. Like, he's a good dude, you know. Excuse me. All right, so now let's turn off the Anchor Soundcore 2, and let's test out the motion boom that I just dropped. Let's check this durability. I literally just dropped this thing. Look at that. Turns on no problem. Let's get that Bluetooth sync and bimp connected.
How much was that competition?
$80 for you can do. Well, I didn't do gi and no gi. In hindsight, I might add the gi just for funsies, but usually gi goes first, and I care more about no gi.
Yeah.
So I might just bring my gi with me and just like do it. I'll see. I just care about no gi, honestly. And then I'm like, it's an extra $25 to do the absolute division. I really just want to do my division and just see. I've done absolutes before. It can be pretty gnarly. All right, so let's check the sound, y'all. Let's see what the quality's like. Oh, yeah. Rocking out. All right, so now it's time. We got what? 10 seconds, not even. Time went off. Going to go back to the Franco press variation. Whew. Shoulders getting worked, son. How you doing, Rising Sun? How you holding up? All of which are American dreams. I like how like slow they get with it. What? Well, because the knee.
Yeah, whatever pops.
So what'd you learn from it? It's a good learning experience, unfortunately. But I would still like, who was it with? You don't have to air them out live, actually.
I don't know, Jay. I'll find out.
Yeah. You're like, hey, man. Yeah.
It's just because I beat him. Like, I tapped him. And he's like, all right, let's go. Like, just immediately just grab my.
Did he say that?
What?
Or did he like, let's go, like in that intensity? Or you could just feel like the vibe of it? Yeah.
Immediately, he's like he just wanted to.
Yeah, go.
He didn't care about nothing but tapping.
Right, yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, but, you know, again, as much as you're going to lose, people sometimes might respond a certain way. They also have an image in their mind, though, I should be beating this guy. I shouldn't lose to this guy. All that. 9. I see you, Rising Sun. I'm going to read that message here in a second. 10, 2 more. What are you guys thinking of the motion boom? After dropping it even, this thing is durable, man. Like, you could drop it in the water, in the pool. It's still going to roll. You're going to laugh, but my 5 pounds has gotten real heavy. I'm not laughing at all. I know how that goes, man. All right, after this one's Scoochy Poochie. I'm going to give you a cue. The next time we do that, that'll level it up even more because you're getting really good with those. Getting good mechanics. So we're going to get harder. Oh, what's up, Serene? What's Rising Sun saying?
3 JBLs.
Oh, you have 3 pounds? Get those 2 pounds. Oh, 3 JBLs. Sorry. I thought never mind. I like this.
We were just talking about that.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about what you said. I saw that Dennis make a post for it today. He was like, you're looking all the new bluebells.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right.
What do you mean?
Now I'm not supposed to get you look because you're
Yeah, you're.
That's why he made that post.
Yeah, it's exactly why. He's like, now I'm breaking them in. So you're really like, and unless you're a blue belt or higher, you're not even supposed to be doing it. But in our gym, like, some people like are kind of, it's a weird thing, man. Because we get taught it right away. So it's like, I don't blame anyone for wanting to implement what they learn. There's also the kind of protocol of like, yo, don't use this unless it's like blue belt or higher. Because again, man, that's like, you're a perfect example. No disrespect. Like, I hope it doesn't come across the wrong way, but like, it's even like the first time you spar with someone, you're not going to like light them up or use like a spinning hook kick or like throw an elbow. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to, I mean, maybe you'll throw an elbow, but with elbow pads. But it's like, you know what I mean? There's certain things that we have in our gym for a reason.
Like, first dude's spot, I'm not just going to just immediately push the pace as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, and just be like that. Exactly. All right, so now we're going to do barbell curls and dippy dips, but we're going to use the dip attachment. Woo! Let's get that dip attachment. We'll move the bench out of the way. We're going to continue to rock out. I'm just going to cycle through the products, guys. Dude, I'm just getting over 3 weeks of the flu. Don't have the energy yet to work out. Whoa, that's pretty gnarly. 3 weeks of flu. It's right over here. Sorry, I hate that noise.
You're like an idiot.
I mean, I didn't tell you to go over there. Yeah, I gotta drop this. Or what we could do. Nah, it's still gonna. Stop. Okay. Can you grab this pen right here? Yeah, it's okay. Fine, go. Slide this puppy out. It's a screw and a dip rack. Kill the dip! All right, so now we're going to drop this barbell off. We're going to use that for curls. We're going to dip over here. And then we'll have this in between to help give us some more CC dolls. So we're going to do barbell curls. So I'll highlight the barbell again.
Hey, Mike and Christian.
Oh, what's up, Chris? Christian's favorite.
My guy.
Serene, did you read my messages? You be hitting all the messages, bro. All right, let's get that massage gun. We highlighted lunch on charger. All right, so now, Christian, you want to do the bar since you're right over there? I'll highlight it.
Yeah.
And I'll do the dippy dips. So you're going to do 12 barbell curls. No, just do the bar for the first round. I'm totally going to hit my fucking head. Alright, I don't recommend doing it that way. We're going to do it differently, y'all. I'm going to adjust it for you, Christian, so you don't end up banging your head. So we're going to bring it back over here. Don't be laughing at me. My overly complex thinking brain. You're like, Mike, you're a moron. I hear your thoughts. For what? Okay, I get it. Yeah. I'll read it. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Is that Bree? You're always so wonderful down in North Carolina. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's Ree. Oh, what's up, Ree? What's up, dude? Yeah.
I wonder if I can do that.
I appreciate you saying that, Ree. You're always awesome too. It was always like in my experience of you, Ree, whenever you'd walk into a room, it just brightened it. Where are you at now? What's going down? Yeah, Pace days. I see you, Pace alum. And then Chris, my friend. Oh no, can I call you tomorrow? Alley Cat. Who's Alley Cat? Is that someone the person that passed away? Yeah, I get being sad, dude. My brother's gonna be in town, so you could try and call me, but I might not be able to answer, to be honest with you. But definitely give me a buzz if you wanna. Yeah, come down slow and then up. Good. Get 12. You got it. You got it. Good, son. And then the Kufandi shirt. I actually got a new Kufandi polo coming as well. So what you can do is you can hop up and then just come down slow, and then hop up, come down slow. So use the assist on the way up, and then just control it on the way down. And then we're also going to get, I'm going to get the Valentine's Day blanket. Where's the Valentine's Day? Oh, I need that for this chain. I'm going to try and figure out a way to drape this. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got that Valentine's Day theme rocking. What do you think looks better? This? What do you guys think? It's definitely upside down. Oh, I still got to do my curls. Sorry. All right, Christian. Can I tag you in on that? Just trying to help set up that blanket so it looks nice. Or just hate me. Hurry up. All right. Oh, geez, that was loud. You're up, Christian. Let's see what you got here. Rising Suns. Mike, could I use an assist with a door hanging pull-up bar? Could I use assist? Or do you think too much wiggle? No, you could totally use the bands to help assist you with the pull-up for the door frame. 100%. It's a great option for it. That's like one of the main benefits of that style band that we kind of repurposed for other types of workouts. We also got the Valentine. Listen, guys, this is probably the last day you can get this Valentine's Day blanket to actually have it arrive. Maybe actually could get away with tomorrow. But if you didn't get a Valentine's Day gift, this blanket's honestly super solid. And it's, I think it's when my kids saw me, I gave this to them before I left. I was like, look, Daddy's got something for you. So that when I'm gone and you miss me, put this around you. It's like Daddy's giving you a hug. And they loved it. They ate that up. And I always like getting someone a blanket or something like that. When they use it, they think of you. Mike, yeah, I did, Chris. Did you hear what I said? I feel for you, homie. All right, so I'm going to do that. You're going to do that. So what I want you to focus on, you can either use the bands or you do the eccentric. So the eccentric is just like pop up, control, pop up, control. So the eccentric is the lowering phase of super slow control. Yeah, so that's where like you got to be very careful. Yeah. Unless you want to get injured, then you could just not be careful. Yeah. And it's also about knowing the right range of motion, how to elbow yourself, position your elbows. So you have them kind of positioned 45, slow, 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 slow. Now let your feet touch. Yeah, exactly. How's that feel? A little bit better or still the same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, Chris, my brother's coming to town this weekend, so I'm probably not gonna be able to answer and talk. That'd be dope. We also got the book. Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we got our crock pot recipe cooker book out. Check it out. On top. 21 days now for the year. Tomorrow's 22. Get it, Chris. Get it. Go, Christian. Now I'm going to shine, homie. Where you at? Where you at? I guess that's where you're at.
I said it, but
Yeah, if you want to call me, Chris, you can call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Fuck that noise. One more round. You got 1 minute rest. Right, that was your second. That should have been your second one. One more. Oh, my shoulders, bruh. Woo! Yeah, don't block that blanket. Maybe you wear it like a cape. Dude, I was such a weird kid, man. So maybe this part's not weird, but I wear hoodies and pretend I was Batman, like turn inside out, like run around. But then, you know what I would also do that's weird? Put my mom's heels on, like stomp around in her heels while I was doing it because I thought it sounded cool. Like you ever hear like certain sound effects? Like I feel like when they're like stomping around, whether it's boots or heels and shit, like, there's a certain noise, and I thought it was just like cool, like that like noise. I was like, this is how it would sound in my mind. Maybe actually, I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I think I also just like how it sounded. It made me think of my mom because I missed her. I was like, I wish my mom was here, so I would like wear her heels to like remind me of her sound. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like. Like you're obviously psychologically damaged here. All right, one more round. Yeah. Can I say hi to Christian when I call you, Mike? If he's still here, yeah. It's your life, bro. You live it. You know what I mean? What does that say? Hey. Yeah. Why gotta make me feel psychologically insecure, Christian? Mommy, I miss you. No, I know. I'm just messing with you. Like Superman, Mike. You want to be Superman. That's exactly it, Chris. So I was like, you know what? Superman doesn't hurt. He doesn't have his parent. Well, I guess he was abandoned, so probably did hurt. Never mind. But you know what I'm saying. He was a superhero. And Batman. I was really thinking I was Batman. Or the Ninja Turtles. Did I ever tell you my 3 goals in life when I was like a 8-year-old? I had 3 life goals. 1, be a Ninja Turtle. 2, be a pro athlete. 3, be a business owner. And I feel like doing what I did, I hit all 3 boxes. I feel like being a fighter is like being like a ninja, kind of. Yeah. So I'm like screaming in your ear, y'all. Whoop. Whoop. Go, Christian. I believe in you. Chris believes in you, Christian. That's it. We got a minute. Who's that in the chat? I missed somebody. Oh, what's up, Nina? Hey. That's Phil's sister, Christina Murray. Her name's Nina, bro. She's a person. No, I'm just messing with you. Ooh, I'm going to use this neck stretcher after our workout, man. I'm totally going to be using this to decompress, get some heat on it. I need, especially, bro, I fell asleep mad awkwardly for 15 minutes on one of the flights when I actually did kind of close my eyes for a minute. And you ever, like, wake up or, like, start moving, you're like, oh, that's not going to feel good. Like, I'm going to feel that tomorrow. Goes numb and tingly. It could be how you sleep. Like if you're like, are you a side sleeper, or do you like do one of these?
Since I hurt my shoulder, I'll wake up and I sleep on it.
Ah, yeah.
My mind is like
protect it.
Yeah.
Or like the compression might feel good, honestly. All right, so now we've got concentration curls and tricep press downs. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do this. So we're gonna just do a like Spartan curl variation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just yelling to the mic. Yeah. Trying to think of some other random stories to just like make you think how psychologically damaged I am now.
Just an emotional thing.
Emotional damage.
Because you were like, oh, I like the sound, but then you were like, because it reminds me of my mother, and I missed her. Like, so you could just said that you like the sound.
Because I'm exploring. I'm realizing I'm diving into deeper parts of my brain.
It's good.
It's like because when you like, I'm sure you can relate to this. Like sometimes you use decompartmentalization to survive. You like block off parts of your brain and you separate memories so you don't have them all connected.
Or sometimes
yeah, or you just completely block them out. My dad is recovering from knee surgery, Mike. My dad, Steve. Can I tell you how it happened? You know, you can just tell me stories, dude. Hit me with that story, bro. Yeah, you curl and then you do press down. So are you touching you? Oh man. Get it, Christian. Yeah. Elbows tight, keep them to your ribby cage, and just get it. You like my sound effects? Come up a little slower. Control. Slow on the way up. Yeah, I don't care how fast on the way down. I care about how slow on the way up. Baby! My dad, Steve. Do you have another dad with a different name? Like, you have a stepdad, Chris? My dad, Steve, had a bad dream about a spider and rolled himself out of bed onto his knees. Really? Is that what happened? Don't do that. Stretching that band. I hope your dad's okay. I mean, he just got surgery, right? So he's recovering, so that's good.
Like, I wonder if that you were made the surgery.
Yeah. If that just like
after the surgery.
Oh yeah, it's a good question of context. Did that happen after the surgery, Chris, or is that what caused the surgery? Or make the injury worse, and then he had to like. Because I'm scared of spiders. Like I can get that. Whoa. Well, at least he didn't bang his head. My dad, like, the alarm went off outside, and he, like, got out of bed and fell and banged his head and had to go to the hospital and had to, like, take pieces of radiator out of his skull. So, like, dude, gotta be careful when you're sleeping, man. Isn't it crazy we don't understand why we sleep, too? Like, 30% of our life, we just don't understand what's happening. I mean, we kind of get it, but, like, not really. No one really knows.
I was sleeping. My parents have this like phone room, and there's a futon out there. If I go stay, I'll go sleep on the futon. And there's like a sliding glass door.
Slingshot.
And it was open, and I was staying the night, and my mom was like early, so I was like, hey,
get your curls on.
Wake me up, I have a cup of coffee with you. Talk. And she was just walking through the glass door. And she's like, from here to the door, and I just wake up, and I'm like, and I did that to her, and she's like, what the? Like,
got super scared.
Yeah, like freaked her out.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Dude, I remember one time I pretended I was a werewolf and scared my brother, and he almost stabbed me. Like he went into the kitchen, got a knife, and like tried to like murder me. I went a little too hard on that one. My bad, Steve. Because I knew how scared he was of like. But then I really also think, yeah.
He's like, now's the opportunity.
No, I think he just wanted to make a statement like, hey, dude.
You have to do that again.
Yeah, like, don't mess with me.
Is he younger?
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
Yeah.
So eventually he got to a point where he's like, I'm over it. All the weights went onto his knee. All the weight went onto his right knee. Well, I'm glad he's okay overall. Like, unfortunately, he had surgery, right? But I'm glad, like, overall, he's okay. How's your mom doing, Chris? And you have a sister, too. Aren't you guys going to Hawaii? I don't remember stuff like this. Oh, no, that can't be good. What can't be good? Oh, you mean my brother trying to stab me with a knife? Yeah, definitely. Definitely not good. But he didn't, like, he didn't.
How are you dressed up like a
I had a mask on. Actually, I didn't have a mask on. I was just like, I'm a werewolf. Like I was just like transforming at night, and like the full moon was out. So like I tried to like mess with him.
How old?
I don't know. I was probably like between the 10 to 14 range. He was like 6 to 8, maybe 9 range, somewhere around there. Like, cause we're 3.5 years apart. That's why it was his birthday on Tuesday. So he's like driving down for his birthday week so he can celebrate it here. I was like super excited.
Yeah. You work out at all?
Not anymore. He used to. He was a really good baseball player. He actually wrestled one year and like beat me up. Like he like boot stomped my face. Like,
That's right, dude.
yeah, he wanted to make a statement.
You were talking.
I got so upset, bro. This is so embarrassing. I got so upset. I cried and like threw my cell phone against the wall. So I was like, because I stopped, I didn't hit him, and then he hit me. And I was like, you broke the #1 rule. Like, no, it wasn't even like a spoken rule. It was just like I held back, and I didn't always hold back, but like
I want to remake the scene in Step Brothers when they're fighting.
yeah, that's exactly it. And crack each other with a shovel and stuff. Dude, that's exactly what happened, because it was on the lawn, and my mom was freaking out. She actually almost got hit because she tried to intervene. Like, it was really not a good scene.
I wish my own son used a bicycle as a weapon.
Yeah.
Rape at the top.
Dude, he had a broken foot, so we took his boot cast and like hit me with it. Yeah. Dude, so and you know why we got into this fight? My mom got a Nissan Altima, and it had the key in it where you didn't have to plug it in, you just push start it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be the first one to turn it on. Like, yeah, dude, and it was like, because I was like 17, and he was like 13 or 14, or maybe I was like 18 or 19. It was like, dude, we were like, I was bigger than him, like, you know what I mean?
You're too old.
Yeah, I was too old for that. And like, it was just like an immature thing.
You pushed the button?
Yeah, I was like, bro, no.
What were they fighting over in Step Brothers? Oh, the drum set.
Yeah, basically same thing.
I know you touched my drum set. Cops doesn't start till 9. I'm so sweaty.
Cops. All right, y'all. South Korea. I'm gonna just highlight. I feel like I hit all the products, y'all. Oh, I didn't hit the knife. Let's talk about that Kyoku chef knife from Japan. What? I do have a video for it. So now I'm actually gonna turn off server. That's pretty much gonna do the workout, y'all. So now we're gonna just hang out, and we're gonna awkwardly stare at Christian while he's working out. Finish up his last set. I'm gonna stop the timer. He's like looking at us now. All right, so that was a good hour 10. Can you hand me the keyboard right there? And then we're gonna switch up our mics. And honestly, like, I'm gonna hang out for like another hour. You don't have to chill this whole time. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna because I don't want to live stream again tomorrow when my brother's here for this. I'm gonna do like an hour live stream tomorrow on something else. Hold on, we're gonna swap mics. So you're gonna hear me go dead for a second. So obviously you don't have to like.
My nephew just texted me, "Hey, big boy."
It's like, what did you just say? That's from something, from a comedic stand-up. Ashley text me she's doing something. All right, y'all. So what questions you guys got? Now we just get to hang out. Let's switch cameras. Ooh, look at that! Look at that lighting change. Oh, very nice. And then we'll add in Christian. We'll throw in this over y'all. Watch Christian stuff his face.
What?
I don't know. I'm just like speaking out loud. I guess Ashley's moving the car. Oh, I didn't bring in the garbage can pails. I gotta bring those in. What am I doing with my life? I failed as a husband. And again, guys, yeah, I appreciate you. If you're checking out the bands, please go support. That's actually my brand, LOF, Lifestyle of Fitness. We have our books. We got the bands. We got the 28-day reset. We've got the actual cookbook we just launched. And we've also got the bands. You got the short booty bands. Instead of 5, we got the long bands as well. Let's go into the chef knife here. See if my video is up here. Let's check it. I think there's an inlane coupon too, y'all.
Today I'm doing a quick unboxing video.
Here you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. Well, let's check to see. And look at that. 10% off. We apply it at checkout. Where we're going? Let's go over Coach Mike's breakdown. So in this video, we're going over the Kyoku Chef's Knife. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I apologize if I butchered the name here. I gotta say, right off the bat, I really like right off that bat.
Just
How you feeling, dude? Good work. Thanks for coming over and working out with me.
and then streaming workout.
Ooh.
It comes with the actual sheath itself and the knife. Again, nicely done on the packaging and presentation. Pull this puppy out.
That's what Ashley said the first night.
Just for a display.
You hear what she said? You hear what I
The
said?
presentation.
I'm always
Packaging and
intrigued to see how they ship knives and things like this, but kudos to them. You can see they have their nice little guards on it, so it's not going to do any damage or hurt anything coming in. Right off the bat. 10 going through here, nice solid feel. I like the design. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. Just the kind of like texture of it and the design as well. I'm going to throw this over here.
Oh, geez.
Grab the middle part of the sheath while inserting the knife. Never grab the ends. Good tip. So like right here where you can actually poke yourself. Right here we're putting the end. That doesn't seem right. There we go. So there you go. I already made a mistake I'm going to give you guys a tip on. This side is where you don't want to actually have your hand. If you put it in wrong, you don't want to put it also blade up. You want it blade down. Sliding it right through. Nice sheath. Boom. Looks really, really smooth. Now, let's just check to see the little detail it comes with. So you can see some of the information for all the ranging knives, series, all the little details. This is
Deets.
the VG10. I want to actually make sure that it's the blade when I get it. And having, again, a Damascus steel blade. Thumbs up, good quality.
Boom, y'all.
There we go. What am I hearing?
So that's the key deets and the features. So I want to ask, Christian, what are you doing for the Super Bowl? Tell me.
I don't know yet.
What is everybody doing for the Super Bowl? Tell us what's up.
My dad's a big Super Bowl guy. I think he wants me to come over there and watch it. But I don't really care about the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest.
I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl this year.
Eagles and...
Oh, the Eagles are in? Oh, dude. Oh, the Chiefs. Dude, my coach has got me so excited. Coach Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. She's a huge Eagles fan. I got to go send her a message and be like, yo, the Eagles did it, bro.
I quit caring. I don't know. I just don't really enjoy watching football. My dad's been a big football fan my whole life.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Always watching football.
Who's his team? Is it the Panthers?
Panthers and Dolphins.
Dolphins. Why the Dolphins? He from Florida?
No, so when he was a kid, they went undefeated, and he just
Oh,
thought it was
okay.
this, he was
I
like,
get that.
he thought it was just so bad ace, that
That's
he
a good
just,
point.
that he just became, he's always been a fan ever since.
I get that. All right, guys. So now we're going to play a game. You know what game we're going to play, Christian?
What?
We're going to play Does It Have an Inlink Coupon? So it's a game where we click on the product. I'm going to highlight it. Does not have an inlink coupon. Let's go to our next product. Boom. Does it have an inlink coupon? What do we think? Ooh, no. So we got the A mag vent, B mag vent. Oh, why didn't I get the B mag? I want that one because the B mag's the charger one. I want this one. Isn't that so much cooler? Hey guys, why would you get the A mag if you could get the charging one? I guess price point. Okay. So the A mag is 33. The B mag with the charger is 50. I think it's worthwhile though, dude. Don't you want to have like a phone holder that also charges with the magnet piece built in?
Yeah, I think it's ideal for sure.
That's what I'm going with. Now let's go into our MMA gloves. Do you think there's an inlink coupon?
No. That's my guess.
Good guess. Also, let's look at the sizing, guys. There's really two basic sizes. It's small/medium, large/extra large. Unless you're under 130 140 pounds, you're probably a large, or like under 155 pounds, you're probably a large, extra large, almost no matter what. Let's look at the size now when they give you. Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
Is that what belt is that?
I don't even know. Here we go. So your palm width. I've never measured my palm width. I gotta be honest, guys. So 3.5 to 3.9 inches would be the minimum size for it to be like large, extra large. Okay, I get that. But if you guys don't want to, I would even base a bit, like honestly, on weight, but unless you have like super tiny hands or maybe super large hands. Now let's go into the ab roller. Let's see if we got InLink. It's already got a discount on it. It's got 23% off. Ooh, no InLink coupon. Yo, let's see if my video made it. I gotta make a video. I'm very disappointed my video did not make it up here. Also, where's Rachel's video? Rachel's up here too. What happened? First off, Orca, you better be doing a demo with this one. Oh, that's nicely done. Good job.
I love that band.
Okay. Yeah, but you didn't even like do a demo. I'm always amazed that like. Let's see
This
what
ab roller is
we're on.
great for easy to
Ooh,
set
okay,
up.
you got the text on it. Okay.
For your exercise purpose.
I'm always intrigued to see like. Notice how no one's like using it for the workout. Oh man, this guy is. First off, that is not how you want to do it. What is this guy? Can we just? I'm sorry, Josh, but I'm gonna call you out right now. I don't know.
You know, that might be a little bit harder. You need you to place it right underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Place it under your knees.
Did he not?
No, watch what he does.
Sometimes when I'm using this on here, it just makes the surface a little bit smoother for me. But
Oh, it makes it smoother?
Maybe because on the wood, it might just.
Maybe he doesn't want to mess it. Just like watch what he's doing. Like, does that make sense to you? Like, maybe we're going off-roading. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't mean to hate, dude. Hopefully that doesn't come across wrong. I'm just genuinely curious, like, what you're doing there.
Ben Square sent me this ab roller.
You might have. I gotta give it a shot. You might have something there. I'll give it a shot. No hate. You know what I mean? All right, let's check out. Is this the iWalk have an InLink coupon? Does Christian come with an InLink coupon? Let's see. No InLink. Let's see if the videos. Let's see who we got up here. Oh, look at your man. Okay.
You don't want to play the video?
Nah, we're just rolling through to check the InLink coupons right now.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna like roll for like another 20 minutes. We'll see. We shall see. I like singing to you guys. I don't know if you can tell. You like my songs? Magic, right?
Think about stealing some Sabaton, bro.
Get in that sauna, bro. Go fill it up. Go set it up. Just get that blanket off there. Oh yeah, can I get that blanket? I'm just gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Just gonna wear it. I just want the heat, bro. It's not hot enough up in here.
Every step I take, a picture of that dude's face.
Wait, what?
Every step I take with my left leg,
This
picture
like I hate you.
Yeah. It was
Let's
weird.
just roll with, hey, Coach Mike and friends.
What?
Ooh, I like that. Rosalinda. What's up, homie? You like my Valentine's Day blankie special? Look at this. This is just for Valentine's Day for you guys. You've got like 2 more days. 2 more days, y'all. I'm going to highlight the blanket here. We're just going to hang out and talk for a little bit while Christian is getting his sauna on. He's getting that sauna set up. So we're going to pull the camera out here.
You know anyone that I had some girl ask me the day about any gym in the area that have a sauna. You know, Gold's Gym used to.
Yeah, but they since COVID, I feel like they just like got rid of it. The Y had one, but also I think since COVID, they took it. Oh, look, we got the Coach Micah Blanky Blank.
Y'all wonder if that's a way to, because that's just so good for you.
It's so good for you.
Taking it away, it's a little fishy.
Ooh, what team are y'all rooting for? Ooh, good question, Rosalinda. Let's talk some Super Bowl talk. I don't have a dog in this fight, as it were. But I do have friends that are Eagles fans, so I'm gonna root for the Eagles. But I like in general. What's the Chiefs quarterback name? Why can't I remember his name? How much do I really like him if I can't remember his name? But I just like GB. What's his name? What is it? Patrick Mahomes. I just like him. Also, I also like Patrick Mahomes stuff that I invested in, so I want him to like win and like have that stock rise, as it were. Speaking of which, let's just check on that. What about you, Rosalinda? Who you got? Who do you guys got in the Super Bowl? Talk to me. And then here's a tip we can go over for the Super Bowl, guys, is when you're going to either host or go to a Super Bowl party, plan ahead. Be able to either bring snacks or have snacks. They're going to fit into your kind of nutrition plan. Where like someone asked me, I have a client asked me before, like, hey, what's a good like Super Bowl friendly meal? And I always like to go with turkey chili. Turkey chili is great. You can enjoy it. It has protein. It's going to fill you up, and you're usually not going to like overload yourself. So that tends to be a really nice option. And that's totally, oh yeah. Well, I tell you what, tell me, Rosalinda, tell me what. I want to know. Tell me what's going down. Who do you got? I'm a Cowboys fan till the end, so I would have to say, so you're going to say Chiefs, right? Because I feel like the Eagles and the Cowboys are in the same division. I don't even know if that's right now. Maybe the Chiefs and the Cowboys. I don't even know. I'm kind of embarrassed. I've been out of the loop for long enough that I don't even know anymore. It's kind of embarrassing. Don't you judge me, Rosaline. Oh, wait. There we go. Let's see. Got to vote for them. Yeah, I hope Kansas City Chiefs win. Yeah, okay, so that does make sense. If I do recall correctly, which my memory, I guess, does serve me in that sense. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if we had any questions come in on Instagram or in our stories for some of the posts that I put up. What do we got? Doesn't look like we had any questions come in. I always like to play this like guessing game. Like, hey, what do you guys think's like in my food, in my drink? What's up? Let's see what else we got here, y'all. I don't see any other questions going in. What else is going down, though, Rosalinda? Anyone else in the chat? I was thinking to make a meatloaf and shape it into a football. That's a good one. That's honestly pretty solid. So, actually, this is a good opportunity. So, Christian, I'm going to ask you, we were talking about, like, Super Bowl, right? And, like, some tips I wanted to give to everybody on a nutritional sense. Because the Super Bowl can be a time where, like, this is one day, and, like, you can eat, like, 10,000 calories pretty easily. Yeah, you know what I mean? Which I'm not saying don't eat some wings, like, but one of my favorite meals for Super Bowl is a turkey chili. And then Rosalinda was saying meatloaf and shape it like a football. If you do like a turkey meatloaf even, or like a low-fat meat, like ground beef for your meatloaf, that could be a great option. And I'm wondering, Christian, if you have anything that you look forward to for the Super Bowl. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a new series every week, guys, where I basically take, like I duet a recipe that's maybe somewhat unhealthy or like high in sugar. And I'm going to show you guys how I would make it high protein, low calorie. Ooh, yeah, turkey chili. So, but what do you got, Christian? Is there something you like? Maybe wings, maybe like sweets?
My first year when I'm like actually caring about the health part. But I feel like
So then what do you like to eat?
Like a good buffalo chicken dip.
Ooh, buffalo chicken dip. Okay, so that's a great one because that can be super, super calorie dense. And there's definitely some things we could do. You have good ideas over there, Coach Mike. Oh, why, thank you, Rosalinda. Chicken wings in the air fryer with carrots and celery. That's a great option, Rising Sun. Chicken wings in the air fryer, bro. And then what you can also do, I found some of this while I was in California, instead of having your regular dip or your dressing like a blue cheese or your ranch, yeah, get your Joey Diaz on. What you could do is you could find like a yogurt integrated dressing. So you can still get blue cheese, but like have it mixed with yogurt. So it's going to be higher protein, lower calorie, like 40 calories per serving, higher on the protein, no added sugars. That's a great option as well. When possible, look for the goal is to always leverage. And the reason why I'm a fan of protein fiber being on the high side and the total caloric density being on the low side, I am not a dipper. Ooh, interesting. I like dips. I do like me some dips. Not that I'm aware of. Is it plugged in? Oh, geez. Push the middle button. Oh, you know what? There's a switch on the bottom in front. There's like a black switch. You got to switch that switch. There you go. I was thinking pizza, wangs, and meatloaf. So what you can also do with pizza, fun fact, by the way, guys, if you like, what you can do with that pizza is, here's the secret sauce to it. First off, you're going to order pizza from somewhere, ask them for extra sauce, because then you know it's not pre-made. Because if they have extra sauce, they got to make it fresh. Otherwise, you complain and get your money back. But what you can do is add chicken, not like, fried chicken, all that. Add like grilled chicken to it, or add like peppers and onions. Add high fiber vegetables or high protein foods. That'll help fill you up, be able to keep your blood sugar from spiking as much. Now, everyone's going to be slightly different with this, so it's not the same for everybody, with cheese and meats and crackers on the side too. So as where like you get like, ooh, except for guac, pico, and so those are all delicious dips, Rising Sun. And those are all things that, but if you notice, each one of those are not high in protein. So what you could do with each one of those is add like chicken or turkey, or mix it with like a hummus X hybrid, get a little bit more protein. It's still going to get carbs because of the chickpeas, but the goal is to add protein and fiber. And the more protein and fiber you can add, the more likely you're going to be full from it. You're not going to eat as much, so you're hopefully not going to eat as many calories. And then you're also, let's highlight the book while I'm talking about all this. This is where the book comes in play. And honestly, what I would recommend, guys, get the cooking recipe.
Something you put in a crock pot.
Oh, I was going to say, let's talk about our crock pot recipe bag. We got our 25 top recipes for the crock pot. Set it and forget it. So when we talk about our dips, maybe a buffalo dip, we actually have a version of that. We got our turkey chili in here. We got chicken soup. All of these are great for Super Bowl meals. What I'm actually going to do for you guys is I'm going to pull up the recipe pack so you can actually see it. I'm not going to give you all the goodness, but I'll give you a little sneaky peek. You know what I mean? Give you guys a little taste. So that's look at that, slow cooker turkey chili. How good does that look, guys? You can get the books. The only downside is you order it now. Unfortunately, it probably won't get there until Monday. Maybe it will, actually. I would check the delivery on that because Amazon's publishing it. But if you get the Kindle, you'll get it right now. So if you guys get the Kindle edition, you can check these recipes right now. So boom, and look at that. Let's check this out. 22 grams of protein for 320 calories. So you can even tweak it a little bit because I like to see and we play with this protein to calorie ratio. We got that slow. So Christian, I want you to just listen to these. Tell me which one sounds the best. Slow cooked Filipino adobe pulled pork. That one's a bangarang. 22 calories for 170 calories. 22 grams of protein for 170 calories. Look at this. Slow cooker pulled chicken with some guac on top. 40 grams of protein, 400 calories. We got our slow cooker lamb Rogan Josh. We got cooker Asian braised beef. I'm going to fast forward here a little bit. We're going to get into some other awesome sauce. This is a good one, y'all. That slow cooker chicken Alfredo. We got that crockpot salsa verde chicken. This is another good one. Look at that. 24 grams of protein, 180 calories, give or take. Slow cooker pork and apple cider stew. That one's banging. And then we got that chicken tortilla soup. This is also a great one for Super Bowl. I'm making it with chicken. Ooh, that's a good call, Rising Sun. Oh, is that your new cookbook coming out? Yeah, it's actually out right now, Rosalinda. It's already out. Check it. You could buy it right now. Right now. You want to see? I've got both the printed right here. Look at that. It's ready. It's here. We got spaghetti meatballs in the crock pot, but we do a spaghetti squash instead of your regular spaghetti. So it's higher on the protein, a little bit lower on the caloric density. Yeah, good. We got that chicken tiki masala. This is one that Ashley makes, and she crushes it. It's so good. And I actually just had some today. So good. And then you add in the veggies that you want and a little bit of rice. We got that crock pot chicken and rice. Speaking of which, yeah, bada bing, yeah, bada boom. So again, guys, we just got so many good options in here. They're just absolutely delish. Obviously, I'm biased, but there's a reason I published this in the first place. There's a reason I put this out there. Not mean, y'all. Not mean. Now I'm saying, Christian. Yeah. Christian's getting that sauna life going. What do you guys think? What y'all think? Yep. Big toe workouts? Yeah. Why you want to work out your big toe? Let's start with that.
I was watching this thing, like a YouTube video.
About big toes?
Like, it I was just pointing out like I tend to do this a lot, like open up into my big toes
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
like driving off the big toe.
Sure.
And they were saying how like maybe the muscles.
You want to be on the outside.
Yeah.
So you want to do eversion, inversion, which is a fancy way of saying like,
Like you're already doing stuff like this.
yeah, just do that.
Like should you be working that out?
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do.
I was also doing something with like you hold this and you go in. And
Yeah.
Like,
And then you can go now out.
what made it
Yeah.
this way. Yeah.
Even doing it a few covers, just go in and out, in and out.
I was just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that right there hurts my toes.
And then go like this. Just lift your toadies off the ground. That's it, bro. All the magic sauce. Christian got big toes and he can't lie. Rosalinda. And then Rising Sun says, sounds like some good eats. I don't make many meals. I live alone.
Why is that?
Wait,
You
wait.
matter too.
Yeah, wait. Why don't you make many meals? Do you just not eat a lot? Or do you like do lots of takeout? Or do you do like heated frozen meals? Like what is that? You still deserve to eat. You know what I mean? Even if you don't get the cookbook, you should still be eating. Let's see. What else did I miss? I feel like I'll talk about the mini massages since we're at the end of the workout. Kind of play this a little bit. Let's break this down and I'll come back and check out the chat. Let me know what questions you guys got on these. On these. Why did I not find it? There we go.
What was funny? One of the shit places you got in there. I almost tagged you in a couple just to be funny, but I didn't do it.
Why? Just what they're saying? Just some silly goose stuff. I eat string cheese, almonds, yogurt. You sound like my mom, Rising Sun. That's such a mom.
String cheese and what?
String cheese, almonds, yogurt, which are all great like protein options. But yesterday I made eggs and chorizo. Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe throw some veggies up in there. Ooh, cashews are nice. They're good after sparring.
Yeah.
You have high fats after sparring. It's good for your brain.
Like I've been eating New York steak strips.
Ooh, yeah. Throw some avocados or guac. You don't have to have it with that directly, but like, because the you want unsaturated fats, and you don't want to try and have too many competing fats, like saturated, unsaturated, because there's only you have omega-3, 6, 9, and 12, and you don't want to have too many of them competing with one another because only so many can get absorbed. And you want to be able to focus, from my experience and what I've seen the data say, unsaturated fats, especially to help cross the blood-brain barrier, to help recover and repair your brain, get energy, get oxygen, even though they're not directly like transporting with one another. I promise it will not take long for your food to cook. And even the best part is, even if it does take long, you can set it in the morning, forget it, leave it alone, come back when you're ready for dinner. Boom, you got delicioso meals. Coach Mike, do you meal prep? I do meal prep. So what we've been playing with, and Ashley and I have talked about, is we do, and that's why we launched the slow cooker recipes. These are things that me and my business partner, and even Ashley and my business partner's wife have been talking about with the meal prep, where we struggle. So we do this whole slow cooker thing, do a day of just like all these recipes, boom, throw them in a bag, freeze them, and you got meals for like months. So that's a really helpful option. So if you do all 25 of these recipes over the winter and you freeze them right away and you store them properly, you'll be set for months. And it's, again, great options, mixing and matching so you don't get bored, all that good stuff. Sometimes I throw a piece of salmon in the oven or chicken. Yeah, both great options. Both amaze. Dude, why is my screen like frozen like this? What is the dealios? What is the dealios? I'm just going to highlight through all the other stuff. See what else we might have missed. Flybird. Even like, speaking of meal prep, I'll highlight the chef's knife because I do use this when we are meal prepping for cutting up certain things. That's the only thing. It might take a little bit of like cutting it and cleaning, but you can even get pre-cut options at the grocery stores nowadays, even frozen. Throw it in that crock pot, let it sit. Even if you have an Instapot, the recipes still work the same. It's just how long you set it for, but you still use the same temperature basically. You can kind of swap that out, which I think is cool.
That's something I want to dial in with you too.
What's that?
Write something down and just eat the exact same thing
Over and over and over. You could totally do that for blocks.
Just because I don't care about what I like, I'll eat whatever.
Right.
I just need to get it down pat.
Dang thing always freezes up. You mean my screen or my computer? Yeah, lately it has been.
Me and Derek were talking about it. It's like a meal prep, man.
Yeah, dude.
And I just want to eat the same thing, so it's simple
You have a crock pot?
Oh yeah, we got 2.
So take one of these and just do this.
Yeah.
Ready? You catch? Oh, that was a horrible try. I set you up for a major failure. Bro, first off, that was an underhand little leg.
You're like, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you know we do jujitsu together.
It's like, I will get you. I'll show you who did baseball. That is great, Rosalinda. Yeah, so Rosalinda's saying I meal prep too every Sunday for the next 7 days, but just to cut out the time from being in the kitchen and freeze our dinners in the aluminum pans and wrap them up. Yeah, exactly. You could store it how you want. It's your life, you know what I mean? But I think that can be very helpful. It totally does make life so much easier. I would agree. All right, let's see where my brother's at too. GPS says 240 now. Goo, by the way, we just stopped to fill up again. I share my location. Sure if you can see. Anyway, check in with you. Cool beans. I'm sure, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely be asleep. Yeah, I'm not going to make it up past like 1 a.m. I'm definitely going to be asleep.
Once I make this, I want to get it down to like the exact like weight.
Amount?
Like, I got a scale, and I want to like figure out exactly what I need to, like, you know what I mean?
It says it in the portions.
What, for like me specifically though?
So that's what we'll do. We'll look at it.
that's what I want to. And
So this is what you're gonna do.
Body, so I told Derek, I was like, I'll figure out for
Portion,
me.
yeah, and do the
And
same
then
thing.
you could just do the same exact thing.
So here's what we want to do. Let's first say, what do we want to do now? How much? What do you weigh right now?
I'd say 187,
Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to get to?
175.
Okay, so then we're gonna do your weight times 15.
And I mean, this is somebody just sit down and I have a piece of paper and I'll really write for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna this is so we get to walk through. We'll all do this together. But this is how I like to do it, guys. If we're gonna be doing calories, if not, then there's like using our hand as a reference guide. But you basically eat 2,800 calories a day. So we find out how do we combine those things to hit you at 2,800 calories a day. Boom. Basically hitting at least 200 grams of protein, and then the rest are gonna come from carbs and fat.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, there's so many times where like I don't eat, or like I do eat, but maybe I'm eating too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Bed.
Yeah. And yeah, to your point, Rosalinda, I 100% do meal prep and then refrigerate. But instead of refrigerate, we freeze it. Sometimes I'll refrigerate it for the next day, depending on what it is. And then it makes life easier, especially with kids. But my wife is pretty awesome. Like, I think usually I'm doing food Mondays and Fridays, and then she's doing it the rest of the week. But sometimes on Sundays, I'll meal prep as well, depending on what it is, how it is, all that good stuff. And I'm just going to kind of cycle through the rest of the stuff, guys. And I'll highlight, again, even go back to the Valentine's Day. This could be a great one. But even the cookbook is also, I think, a great option as well if someone is into that. Don't say, like, hey, you need to lose weight. That's not necessarily the most, I think, appropriate way to go about it. But if you know someone has a passion for it, right, and it's something they'll get benefit from and they'll use, then they think about you every time they're using it. And I always like that. I like having things and giving people things that when they use it, they think of me. That's kind of nice. So how many carbs plus fats plus sodium should we all be consuming in a day? So that's a very hard statement to give. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Coach Mike. So then it's relative, guys. So there's a scale. What I like, and this is in the book, actually. So I'll share with you guys. I'm going to open up the book. Rosalinda, don't you have the book? Didn't you win it? So what we break down here, this is how I call you guys out, and I know that you're not reading stuff. Calling everybody, bro. It's like literally on page like 5. Ready? It's on page 7.
I kind of understood that, but now I kind of want to get like real precise.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll let you keep going.
So let's break down our calorie based on our goals and our activity level. It's nice and hot in there. So yeah, this is on page like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on page 6. I don't have this book. You don't have the book. You don't have the 28-day book. I thought you won it, Rosalinda. Might be. Going to purchase. Yeah, I highly recommend. Because look, we break down not only body types, so you go that, but even just on roughly caloric guesstimates on your goals, how active you are. So it says, Christian, I know, is very active. He's working out 5 to 7 times a week. We know his body weight. So then it says, for your goal, if it's fat loss, we're going to do 14 to 16 times your body weight. So I do 15 right in the middle. If you want to maintain his weight, times 17 his body weight. And then if you wanted to gain weight, 21 times his body weight. think I'm getting the Reset book. Again, I'm biased, but I highly recommend it. Again, it's got everything you guys need, from nutrition to training, understanding your body type, even habits. It goes beyond just counting calories. Then if you don't want to count calories, it says how you break down your macros, your portions, what the plate looks like. So again, if you don't want to count calories, here, this is what your plate can visually look like and how you use your hand as a reference guide for it. I highly, highly recommend it. And then let's say you live a sedentary life. You barely work out. You could do your body weight times 10 to 12, so 11. So let's say I'm 200 pounds times 11. That would be 2,200 calories if I never work out. If I'm eating 2,200 calories a day, roughly, I should be losing fat. Now, that's, again, if we're counting calories. The hard thing about counting calories, and I say this in the book, it's not the end-all, be-all, right? This is just giving us a guesstimate. And then we can kind of make educated decisions based on what we're seeing here. But really, what I think is the most sustainable is using our hand as a portion guide to get visual representation, and then also going into the habits, right? Like, hey, let's go through our nutrition guidelines. Don't drink calories. That's like number one. If you can cut out Coke, soda, pop, whatever you drink, if there's calories in it, try and cut it out. Unless it's like protein shakes. If you put protein in your coffee, which is what I do, that's okay. That's the way to go. And then the goal with that is not drink calories, making sure you're staying hydrated. So drink at least half of your body weight in fluid ounces. So I'm 200 pounds. I'm doing at least 100 ounces a day. Christian's 187. He's doing 95 ounces a day, or 90 ounces a day. Eat within 60 minutes after breaking your fast, whether that's waking up or if you have an intermittent fasting protocol, trying to eat within an hour after that to get your feeding and nutrition schedule down. Don't eat within an hour before bed to help, again, your body metabolize. So no sodas, 100% no sodas. Like if you're drinking soda, because here, let's do the math. Check this out. I'm going to blow some people's mind here. So 170 pounds, let's say just sedentary life for easy math, times that by 11. So you'd say 1,800 calories. You'd be eating 1,800 calories a day. And then if you're working out 2 to 3 times a week, we go up a little bit. And again, everything's in the book here. So it'll break down in the book. But let's break down. Where was I going with this? Oh, the math on not drinking calories. So let's look up what a can of soda is. Roughly about 150 calories, depending on the soda. I just heard to eat before coffee in the morning. So I would say drink water. And then depending on, again, this is why I like putting protein in with my coffee, because that's like technically food. And the reason I would say, and I'm wondering what the person said, what you heard, the reason I would speculate they're saying that is because the caffeine, it could upset your stomach. Even with green tea, because of some of the ingredients in it, it can upset your stomach. I rarely eat breakfast. So, and again, caffeine can be a stimulant, appetite suppressant, so it can be nice to eat that. So it's also figuring out, again, everyone's going to be slightly different here. But let's look up just, for example, again, my screen's frozen, so I'm just going to look at it on my phone. So apologies for looking at so calories in a can of soda. Let's look up the calories in a can of soda. 150 calories. So a glass of hot water in the early AM for sure. Yeah, and you could just have like regular black tea, but the green tea, there's certain like phenylanols that can potentially upset your stomach. I think that might be the wrong ingredient, but it's, again, something that can potentially upset your stomach. Is what I heard, to clean your body out. It's not. So this is like, I'm very careful with words. It's not cleaning your body out. What it is doing is basically communicating to your body. It's like starting your car up in the morning to warm it up. It's telling your body, hey, we're going to start digesting things now. So start getting the systems running, get warmed up, start to metabolize, turn things on. My Asian friend. So here's the thing, guys, like, and I'm not knocking anybody, but like, if your friend just tells you something, like, that's like, would you listen to your friend if they were just like, hey, your arm's definitely not broken, don't worry about going to the doctor? Like, maybe your friend's also a nutritionist, I don't know, but like, be careful what information you take in. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could just tell, and just because they're in shape doesn't mean they know anything about the human body or what's going to work for you. Because maybe it just worked for them. Maybe they have great genes. Maybe they have great habits. They're not clearly communicating with you. Maybe, there's so many variables. That's where you have, in my opinion, work with a professional. Like, there's a reason we have professionals, right? Like, trying to think of a good analogy. Like, it's like taking your kid to just some random person's house instead of like a school or a daycare or homeschooling. Like, you were just taking some random person's house that was like in a broken down trailer. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to assume, but like, you probably want it to be a nice environment that's qualified professional, right? So that's the same thing with your own self, your own body, and the information you take in. Because I've seen people get really hurt that way. My hormones are haywire. Yeah, and that's also like looking at your blood work, looking at, do you have thyroid dysfunction? Do you have hormone issues? Like, where's your hormones at? What's your sleep like? What's your stress like? All those things. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like would you let a hairstylist work on your car?
Right. That's a great analogy. Would you let a hairstylist work on your car? Or would you let like a plumber work on your whatever, or a mechanic work on your like plumbing or whatever? Maybe you would. I don't know. And depending on the person, maybe that makes sense. But that's like, would you let me build your house? I have that's not what I do. So that's very important. Good analogy, Christian. So let's do some math. Ready? Let's say you cut out 1 can of soda a day. Let's say you drink 1 can of soda a day. Let's do some fun math right now. 150, that's how many calories are in a can of soda, times 365 days a year. That's 54,750 calories. Ready? Oh, yeah, Christian, they're saying. So now there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So let's divide that by 3,500. That's 15 pounds a year. So if you just cut 1 can of soda and you don't add anything extra to that, you can lose 15 pounds a year. That's like pending some assumptions here. That's putting you in a calorie deficit, or it'll reduce you from gaining 15 more pounds. So think about how simple that is, just as a habitual change. And that's where weight can come on. That's why you can gain 15 pounds in a year, because it's literally just adding. If you're breaking even and you're not gaining weight, you add 1 can of soda a day, you can add 15 pounds in a year. And now imagine you do that for 10 years. That's 150 pounds. That's like, again, I'm making some big assumptions here. But it's why I don't drink calories. That's a big one. And again, going to like eating every like certain period of time, there's reasons behind that. We explain it. Not saying that's for everybody. That's the math. So how much is a person supposed to weigh at 150 or at 5'5"? So that's a really tough question, Rosalinda. And to me, it's not as much about the weight, because you could base it off BMI. It's called body mass index, and it'll tell you based on your height, your height and your age and your sex, what you should roughly weigh in a range. But that doesn't account for lean muscle mass. And that's where I think that they kind of missed the boat. And I understand the purpose of BMI. It was made, I believe, in the 70s, if I'm correct on the time frame, might be 50s, 70s, somewhere in that timeline. And what the reason for it was they wanted to have a large scale chart that when you ask that question, they could give you a pretty simple answer. Now, the downside to that is if I base on BMI, I'm like overweight. But if you look at my body fat percentage, now I'm actually technically, in my opinion, as a elite health coach, I have too much body fat on my frame to really consider to be proud of my body composition. But if you look at me, I'm healthy. I'm at a good weight. I'm at a good body fat percentage, about like 18, 19%. I really should be at 15% or less. In my opinion, like 12 to 14% is kind of even a nicer sweet spot, but 15% to me is nice and sustainable and a good middle ground. But I'm having a little bit too much body fat on me, in my humble opinion. But the point is, if I just looked at my weight, I'd think I'm overweight. And that's drastically different psychologically than if we understand body fat percentage and composition. So my point to say that, Rosalinda, is it all depends on what's your body. I would look at your body fat percentage more than I would look at your weight by itself. That's why I talk about the Fit Index scale, which I have in my storefront. I always talk about. They're not even a sponsor of ours. I just really like their brand. I really like the product. I recommend it to a lot of clients of mine. And I like talk about it all the time. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason why I talk about it. And being able to be mindful of that body fat percentage is important. Because you can weigh the same amount for like 2 weeks, but you can lose fat and gain muscle at the same amount where you just maintain the same weight, but your body fat percentage goes down. So then you might like give up when actually what you're doing is working. So like even the perception of it changes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's like, hopefully that helps. I don't know if it does. Yeah, I might have to reset this. I don't know why my stuff's getting all squirrely. Looking at somebody's BMI first. Oh, what's up, Donald? Hey. Yeah, Donald. Donald, I always appreciate that you unfollow and follow to help drive the followership on the channel and on the stream. Thank you. At least that's what I assume you're doing. So I appreciate that. It means a lot. Wrong thread. Yeah. Boom. I got my homies sending me their food logs. Nice. Taco. Merch. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm just checking a message from a client right now. My back is already starting to stiffen up. Ooh, so let me ask you this, Rosalinda. Did you stretch? That's maybe on me because I didn't stretch post-workout because I'm actually going to do a different cool-down routine with my leg massager, with my heated neck massager, some other mobility options. So then I would ask, if you don't stretch, lengthen the tissue, and transition it into that rest and digest mode, you can very much stiff it up. So this is a great opportunity. I would suggest for you to stretch. Be able to lay on your back, hug your knees into your chest, maybe even be able to just let your arms go out wide, laying on the floor, hands out to your side, open up your chest, relax your shoulders. Doing those types of mobility things can be extremely impactful.
Is it better to stretch before or after?
Both. You want to do, from my experience, in my humble opinion, dynamic stretching before exercise, static stretching after exercise. Both help prime. Dynamic stretching can help prime and communicate to your body, hey, we're about to work, let's get ready. It also increases body temperature. And then static stretching helps lengthen the tissue and communicate, hey, we're shutting things down, relax. Okay. So that's just my 2 cents. Then again, not a doctor.
You don't got to be a doctor, though, Mike.
That's right.
Tell the people what it is.
I'll tell you guys what's up. I have these credentials.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know if you know. Dude, it's like kind of like, I feel like it's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like annoying to like list, not annoying to me, but I feel like it's annoying to hear me list out my credentials because I have like 15 of them. So it's like, who wants to hear me list out like 15 different certifications and credentials? Dynamic equals moving, exactly. More or less. That's like a very simple way to put it. And then Epsom salt after, that's a great option. And being able to even just take a nice hot shower too. Like, because what happens, the body will stiffen in like, for a variety of reasons. There's like certain variables going on that I don't want to make some assumptions on based on your body, but very, very helpful to be able. You like my head movement there? Just like, and then static. So dynamic is moving, stretching. It's like stretching, but in a moving pattern. So like we're doing kicks, or like this would be dynamic stretching. Just even something simple like this. Static would be holding it. That's the big difference. It's moving in a certain range of motion versus holding it in a certain range of motion. Typically, you want to do it between 15 and 30 seconds. Everyone can be slightly different here, but that's the key thing. We even talk about this in the book too. We give you resources in the book. That's why, guys, I'm so green on the book because being able to have all those resources in one place is like, to me, such a great bang for your buck, you know? Let me check something. Let me check. Checking. I'm doing my research, y'all. Doing some research.
I had a Reese's cup the other day.
How was it?
Maybe big you.
How many did you have?
Like just a pack, the big ones.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, it just had it with my dinner. A little snack.
I mean, I think they're always worth it personally. I jumped with Christian and circles with you both. Nice. Yes. Yeah, so that's like, again, that's kind of like somewhat of a dynamic. Really, those are more what we call controlled articular rotations, which could be considered like a dynamic movement. I'm getting very complicated. Sorry. I'm getting like two. So both, even with what? Yeah. I got to keep it at like a 3rd grade reading level is what I remind myself. Not just for you guys, but like in general. It actually, I forgot who the author is, the philosopher, but it's like, I would have made it shorter, but I didn't have as much time. So it's like getting all your things down on paper and then like whittling it down to the most essential words that are the most digestible takes more effort than just saying complex things a lot of the times. Yeah, big work is like I have to like find ways I can swap them out and like bring it down. So both, even with just doing yoga and Pilates. Yeah, exactly. And that's like, you'll see sometimes, and then it depends on like, again, what the intent is, what you're doing. There's a lot of variables at play here. Like you might want to do some static stretching if you're doing a vertical max jump test. And what I mean by that is if you're trying to jump as high as you possibly can, you might want to statically stretch your hamstrings. so that they're turning off and they don't get in the way, because it's something called reciprocal inhibition. Fancy way of saying like two things pulling against each other. So if I'm trying to curl my arm, but my triceps also squeezing and resisting against it, I'm not going to move my arm. But if I turn my tricep off, my bicep can work. It's very easy. But now, if I want to get my arm to straighten, my bicep has to turn off, my tricep has to turn on. That's reciprocal inhibition. So if I wanted to just be able to like quickly throw a jab, I don't necessarily want my bicep tight. I want it relaxed and turned off per se. But that's kind of complicated. Then we want to decelerate. The point is, for a vertical max or like jumping as high as you can, you don't want your hamstrings getting in the way, being able to curl your legs basically. So you want to be able to lengthen and turn them off. Every time I stretch and touch toes, I get a pain / Charlie horse. I mean, that's like a whole nother thing. Like that's like, this is getting into some other aspects. And that's like, I would assume that means maybe you have sciatica or you got some other things going on. I'm just making some general assumptions. That's not a diagnosis. That goes like where you need to have like a physical with a doctor or like an MRI scan or any one of those variables. Not mean. And then Charlie horse, they say, come from not being hydrated. I mean, that can be one potential thing. It could be like neurological signaling. There's a couple it also could just be electrolytes. There's certain aspects to it you got to be mindful of. Do. Let's see what else is popping off in the chat. So it has been happening for years. I would definitely talk to like a doctor then. If you have like a reoccurring thing, either talk to a doctor, physical therapist, or evaluate, then start to take note. This is where journaling can become really helpful because you may not notice. Like, oh, once I started journaling, I realized every time I do this, this happens. And then you never might have connected the two before. Be like, hey, does it happen? Like every time you walk down, I'm just making some stuff up, like walking down the stairs or happening after exercise or doing a certain type of exercise, or is it late at night versus in the morning? And maybe it's none of those things. Like maybe there's something else going on. Maybe there is no pattern. Like it's all these aspects that I just think it's important to ask those questions at the end of the day. Let's see. Do you like my songs? Like my songs, y'all?
Oh, yeah.
How you looking? I didn't even check your timer. How long are you going in there, Christian?
I got like 12 minutes left.
Ooh, that's perfect timing. That's how long we've got, guys. Then we're going to bring it home. And
I
then,
just peaked, and I thought I was going to have way less. Honestly.
oh, that's mentally. This is where you get to mentally, like,
Fortitude.
have that resiliency, bro. Fortitude's a great word as well. That's what I like about going in the sauna too. It's not just like the physical benefit, but it's the mental component because it's uncomfortable sometimes. Like doing things that are uncomfortable. That's what I even like about jiu-jitsu. Doing things, even this ab roller that I've highlighted right now, doing things that are uncomfortable can be extremely beneficial and create a habit. Like even, I got to be honest with you, I was like looking forward to seeing my buddies. I did not want to go to, I didn't want to go on these flights. I was just like, I don't know why, but I didn't want to leave my family. I was just kind of like, in this place where I was like, I don't want to walk. I want to get certain work done. I wanted to get things done. I wanted to be at home. I was like, man, it's kind of inconvenient time with certain projects I have going on. And I'm glad because imagine if I didn't go, I wouldn't have been able to establish. I mean, they like want to support me, but I think when you go and see someone in person, especially in these relationships and situations, like being able to have those connections and negotiations are just that much more powerful. So. Yeah, like no matter how good technology is, that's why like even driving all the way out to Wilson for our medical practice partnership and conversation. That's why I might drive back out there again to address any questions they have because they still haven't gotten back to me. So I'm going to follow up as well and be like, what's up? What's up? And again, I'm not saying like right or wrong. It's just like I genuinely want to know what's up. Like, what do we need to go over? What's missing? Anywho, so I wonder for you guys, Rosalinda, Rising Sun, whoever else is watching and listening, what are some times in your life that required resiliency that made it worth it, or that you were proud of? Like, where you didn't want to do something, but you did it, and there was a positive at the end of it. You were really glad that you ended up doing it. If that should make sense, right? Let's see what else we got. What else? Got Motion Plus. Talk about the Motion Plus. Lamicalzies. Got that. Got our C-Keep. I'll highlight the 4-in-1 charger. And again, if you guys got questions on this stuff, let me know. I'm also, guys, I'm going to try and reset. I might be dark for like 30 seconds, but I will be right back. So I'm just going to reset my Microsoft Edge browser. And of course, it's going to freeze. I can feels it, y'all. I'm going to have to do a Control-Alt-Delete kind of thing. Birthing a baby. Ooh, that's a great example, Rising Sun, of resiliency and action. I was talking about that to actually someone this week. And I was like, yo, if you can give birth to a baby, in my opinion, you can do anything. I haven't given birth to a child, obviously, but I've seen my wife go through it twice. And she's very tough. Like, she's like, props to my wife. Dude, this is how you know my wife's like just a tough, really amazing person. She got a 90. She texted me on Monday. She's like, oh, I got a 90 on my test. Blah. Like, she was disappointed with a 90. I was like, bro, I love you. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's just such an amazing person. Anyways, going back to birthing. Being able to do that, but then the person was saying, also, you don't have a choice. Like, once the birthing process starts, you don't really have a choice. You have to go through it. But that's what I think. That's like an interesting point. But I still think being able to give birth, if you can do that, man, like, you can do anything. Because I guess technically you could just like, I don't know how you would stop. I guess you could just opt for a C-section, right? Like, they could like put you out and do that. That is beautiful. Oh, thanks, Rising Sun. But and then I'm wondering what are some other, that's a beautiful example as well. What are some other things where you didn't have it, like you had a choice, where you could have quit? Like, cause like to this point that a friend of mine, this woman was making that gave birth, was like, you can't really stop. I tried to quit. Okay, so there you go. Like, no, you try, like, but you don't have a choice, right? So where's the time in your life where you could have quit, but you chose not to, and you're proud of it? I asked to go home. Yeah, it's too late at that point, right? Like, at least from my observations. It's no going home once the baby's crowning. Or I guess not even. Like, once you're going, bro. There's no turning back, as it were. College. Ooh, yeah, like college you could totally quit, right? But being able to come out the other end of it, great example as well. That's a really, really good example. The sauna, Christian saying the sauna, that's another great example. All right, I'm going to Control-Alt-Delete here. See if I can reset this real quick. Task manager. Let's see. You might see me be gone for like 15 seconds, guys. I'll be Haha, you guys thought I was gone, didn't you? I wouldn't leave you guys. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I'm here. Hold on, let me pull up my mic. Took hard courses first to get them out of the way. That's like, bird, props to you. That's why. Boom. All right, let me copy that. Update, and I got to update one of my clients' emails. You like my singing voice? It's pretty beautiful, right, guys? Taking those hard courses. So I got some weird, fun songs. Have you guys seen White Lotus yet, or The Last of Us? While I was out in Joshua Tree, I actually allowed myself to have, I don't normally do this at the end of the night, like where like I'll have time where me and Ashley just watch shows. We'll do like date night, and sometimes I'll just decompress and watch some YouTube stuff and like do some research or like read. But my friends were like, yo, you got to watch this. And we were like actually like set up their projector. We watched The Last of Us, and then the next day we watched White Lotus. And they have like these interesting songs on White Lotus that we started listening to the soundtrack, and it's pretty good. I do recommend it. It's pretty good if you guys can watch it. That's just my experience, though. My humble experience. Do. All right, we're going to swap out my man's email. I don't even know how to switch this email. How do I do this? Oh, you know what I do? I go here, go here. We're going to go here. We're going to edit. We're going to go bop, boop, bip, beep. All right, of course, this is it now. Now my phone's freezing. What is going on? Netflix. I think it's HBO Max. Or it could be Netflix. I don't even know. I only watch only media movies. Ooh, what's only media? Tyler Perry movies. Nice. Yeah, Tyler Perry. That dude, bro, he's got a crazy production house. I haven't seen all of his stuff, but I'm trying to actually think the last thing I've seen. But it's very impressive to see what he's created, in my humble opinion. Of course, this isn't going to delete. It's doing what it does, y'all. Doing what it does. There we go. Now we got it. No, that's the wrong email. Bro, I can't even take it. What, you still got more time and you miscounted it? You're like, what is happening? No, you got this, dude. How much time you got left?
3 minutes.
Come on, man. This is your third round. It's one round apiece. You got to win this round. This is what it's going to feel like mentally sometimes. You physically have everything you need. This is the mental part. And you have the things you need mentally, but now you get to continue to practice it and implement it. Unless you don't like winning. If you want to lose, you can get out right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Christian. I just watched You People with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, dude, that was funny. Did you watch that one, Christian? You People? That one was funny.
No.
That one was good. What else, y'all? Let's see if I can send a message. Boom, there's my timer. Is that steam or dry heat? That's a steam. So what's interesting about the steam, I like it for like the nasal pathogens, like throat even. It doesn't get as hot, like total temperature, but it's like, it can be rough. And the dry sauna can be rough in its own ways. So it's like an interesting dynamic or balancing act, as it were. Not mean, y'all. Right, Christian?
Yeah.
You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. Don't stop. Don't stop. I like the steam. Yeah, I like both. I was always really like fortunate and kind of spoiled where I grew up with a steam sauna in all our houses, except for when like I lived in Thailand and then when I moved here to Asheville, and also always had pools and hot tubs. So like again, I lived a very like spoiled, privileged kind of life. We always had like slides too. Actually, no, that's not true. We didn't have a slide in our last house, in our last pool, but we had a waterfall feature, so that kind of makes up for it. You know what I mean? And then we had the hot tub would like go into the pool to help heat it, so that's also a cool feature too. Oh, Christian's done, y'all. That's that. We're gonna bring it home, wrap it up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna be live streaming at some point this weekend. I'm not 100% sure because my brother's getting in late tonight. And then I'm probably going to go to jiu-jitsu in the morning. He's probably still going to be asleep. By the time I get back, he'll probably slowly be waking up. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted. We're going to have a pop-up stream. Make sure you're following. I'll be back to the normal routine next week, Tuesday through Saturday, 11:15 a.m. We might make some slight adjustments on Saturdays. That's the only day that'll be like probably like 2, 3 o'clock, I think, 3 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to make that stream. And other than that, I appreciate you guys. Cheers, and I will catch you later, y'all. Have a good night, and have a good night, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me.